bless you all. I love you.
Montumano, MPP me. Montumano, Kukrudumba. Montumano, NPP ma. Chama wuntu mireko. Ono ane epe. Ose. Hey, chama wuntu me. Ejumanye, sikanye, kosonye, ejumanye, sikanye, ejumanye, mputonye. MPP national chama, wutume, chama wutume oh. MPP national chama, wutume. Oh no be, I'm for the journey to Asoti. Oh no be. Ejumanye, sikanye, nkosonye, mbutonye. Oh no be. MPP national chama, montuma wutume, no betumia. Chama wutume, don't MPP pa, we die. Wutume, don't MPP pa. Odo, ma MPP ma, NPP national chama. Benaden Jibwesi yako Nyamensa womo Chama untume Nyoni mutuni yedi njira chune nuwa nunti Mutuma chama untume Nonoa no beye Chama wodoma MPP paye Otu abane mano Nonoa no beye Ayebida no eliye ni emane ntuwa suonti Yetuwa nisuna wanye Yetu ya bano mano, no. Montumano, MPP me. Montumano, Kukrudumba. Montumano, NPP ma. Chama wuntumireko. Ono ane epe. Hey, chama wutume. Ejumanye, sikanye, kosonye. Ejumanye, sikanye, mputonye. MPP national chama, wutume, chama wutume oh. NPP national chama. Oh no be, I'm for the journey to Asoti. Oh no be. Wutume di ejumanye, sikanye, nkosonye, mbutonye. Oh no be. MPP national chama, montuma wutume, no betumia. Chama wutume, don't MPP pa, we die. Wutume, don't MPP pa. Odo, ma MPP ma, NPP national chama. Benaden Jibwesi yako Nyamensa womo Chama untume Nyoni mutuni yedi njira chune nuwa nunti Mutuma chama untume Nonoa no beye Chama wodoma MPP paye Otu abane mano Nonoa no beye Ayebida no eliye ni emane ntuwa suonti Yetuwa nisuna wanye Yetu ya bano mano no.
Mama Yan speaking one voice. Let's direct ourselves and vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia. He's the future of Ghana. So we are going to vote massively for Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia. May God bless you all. I love you.
Montumano, MPP me. Montumano, Kukrudumba. Montumano, NPP mba. Chama wuntu mireko. Ono ani epe. Ose. Hey, chama wuntu me. Ejumanye, sikanye, kosonye, ejumanye, sikanye, mputonye. NPP national chama, wutume, chama, wutume oh. NPP national chama, wutume. Oh no, babe, I'm for the training.
Was not dominant Adoya, what the man in Kwan in front of Pay Chamada Bachimo. Emoji dear for Sunday, Monday. The 13th of April 2026 in the year of our Lord Christ. I was saying, my chama, about Western Diamond TV, so non siamo. A Pawishima, eto. Yensa. A Brasia Sumo, my Ghana. Baby out here and across the country. A special good morning to you all. Nami won shamu nyama kuma swadi mamo. Radina group on Chedi and Pombo Kwampamamo. Oman the pa and Tenasi or Brabo. Madi Fredim and Freba Radin Shramo. Makuma swadi Radina group on Chedi and Ponyamo Miakom. And a pension Radia se papa. Ya Radia Yaman and Kwan and Frano, a bright Genentias. Now, Chairman, near the end of that war, while Crack Radia said was swimming for Frasty. Now, what you mean, I agree. Ya Radia, wouldn't papa in a bit me. I didn't tell you that the man Uncle Ponwa, or Boss Robas are sitting in Yomina. The man Tampiaman and Kwan and Frena, Yarasa. Obakwa pamani pebiano ono na safata sedias dade manu enanso ya babio ya na production kunya se kwa chamaba ya sanchela bransa wa mani apo Samuel Tinko kwa bna yaro wesikane from Pomanso Barama na Konadu abupranie the month of April aya bosomia and of course I was born a day like April. It's not my birthday. It's not 14. Na butrese bedi komo na kakanga crow yesa fia senior ne da so hwede awurade ya kukuru hiase wa pagya babi aduro minum ye da seti ase ekomu ati amanfo kokofo ayama wom awurade ene yansa ase ne yankwaye nyina asaye awurade antwa ya antwe mene wo ye da seti ase amemu oboni ajoma ama de maye nyina ye nwuye omo amantimi nyina de o ma sha konfu awu baby ebedi danu onten bia boy ade nyina ya ndi awurade aboa ye na me ne wo ya ase a aseda na de ma awurade ejoda no pai nsam dia duro no na asese ye twam na watwam no dia na asi nyina so ebo che dia mamo General Life for Western Diamond TV in social media platform no so and a new media no join here Western Diamond TV live on Facebook, Western Diamond TV live, Western Diamond TV live on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, like our page, comment and share. Abusia onka hu bia ye now the comments and so to platform so every time back in now what's a message text message 0248 071174 0248 071174 ya kasa na awia obi an yes you miamba ana awia me na ma chese you be that na so for the bisi ya cho e kwa mi fasi de do edwom he miracle ase between anyway ya bakona ana pebedi nkomo me ba cha message hu hia pa nkomo ye die nyina no nso agi nche hu hia ne nkwa ne kasa Chebi Fabra. Yakos women are on Tiasia. Chefafa, your social media platform so. And our WhatsApp platform so. SMS on Testafaso 0248 071 174 0248 071 174. About appropriate time no. Benya da che na ya kind amount. Ajini fo bi jidi se na no if ya da bi atwam no anu okum Yesu e kwese da so sori ya jidi sampa asem na se atwam mfie bi atwam wo ya kan da nyina ababo no se o kan 1 Corinthians 11:23 Paul na kan we sit na media je menyam free awurade ho na mede mamo sa awurade Yesu ebra wo kum awurade Yesu na wonyane ya ne da toso miensa no bara bra Yesu be wo no kwa no Matthew 26:26 Oni Yesu for ni sia Extra wo mu akan dia dam na nimu a wo be huna mane Yesu afọ ni bi kura nye ni etiatia Yesu ban chance na kaka no bewu sai ni nyina Yesu tiatia no bonsam firi mi so ko by the end of the day ade ana Yesu kan be mu invade wo wo mu ku no obona sedem the form and search your sorry Bible say prempra me no kase wote eja ni nsani fa so o plead on our behalf and she jiji preocupa say some 2000 years ago Christ died be wu ye with the finsia dia samian 33 years na Yesu wu ya in fact 30 years so na mfiem nsa pen awurade ya na wi atim no nku no koye ya jiji preocupa say be mai we ni pakasia wi ase ba kwasem nyina wo bi anu a wo so se no ya kai no na wo twum de dika bia man Yesu kamfo no anyu anu ankanti ase odima ya da bia ya na se sawo fa akwati bia to no so Kolose nguma ne ka so fa obefa akwati bia to no so obebo ne bra se nipa ma uje chese ya tete at the end of the day everybody push ni mu na yebenya nkwa to obi a ji Kristo die no Bible so won nkwa na the sani bia wanyi ni se Yesu Kristo yo nyankopɔ ba no wo wu a woni nkwa it is in your scriptures it is in the Bible etiamfani agro die ma ujidie enyina brane na jitu brekope say Yesu nkwa no da sani nyina nam no so a obenya nkwa ja mane kra ujidie unyini o yasa ne tie Yesu ni unkoma na yeje mama na medi ni unkoma akere ono pay fa wontoro so wadi fie wafie ba unkudu semu se ni won baba fa wo bra bo nyina se nsa masa eni wiase achi na ubewu asa kwa wudi wiase achi na niam kwa ba yira fa wo kradu ni padua nyina to urade so sufra no da hianda abra wadi agie nyina sufra urade ma urade ndara te on your ways awunya pa o kache mama it is very important to don't joke with this message. It is very instrumental. It is very instructive. Take it, abide it. Na amwa wa brabo, na wa brabo sunsu ye. And some de me be asikromi apa. Na no yam kwadan sori a. Wa mampani John Jamani Mahama. Was say auditor general. Ah oba be mfie miensa nie. Wa wura yi oboma de ne atia se His Excellency John Jamani Mahama. Wasi abrantia no wone ne yadwuma nye ene wapawo no akofa odipa foforo se omra na ensabisi yei menia amanfo ahoro no papa na dia anwanwa no se okay ya big push contract via course for kromia se roads and highways minister Kwame abraba obon krom ya wodo contract bi ma some companies bi so amunya account dubious contracts kekese atela balabole anu otam di ma wo mu you see usha numbers of kilometers bi kro etia ana kwan so is not of high quality ya bitumi bia ya de quota tuntum na atoso bebre wa sapetien anwamboy bia na de asapre nso ne ya ja okodi aka do afase na ekue baabi ya de huge sums of money ana eye ana mama for kai akrom ya akasa bebre wo ho se contract bi anya papa ya de bi nso ma ndc fo no webi akwa wanya chese ni company nipa wa kai ba kope na sia wa de contract ya ma no webi a woni fidie ya wa de contract ya ma no webu ha sika no ade amotu so nsem fata na se de ama no ye cheska ball na de ama no akwa wura wusem okrom ya kan ana wote ya ebeto dwa se aya Ghana Institution of Engineers APTC Auditor General say kan Ghana boy ya akoso ho no ene sika no a ye twetwa de ama contractors no emu awuram ye so sen no enye kwan ye fa so ye no enye papa enti Auditor General no enye investigations enso miewuru contract boni a kwame agbaja Minister for Roads and Highways wani John Jamani ma ni nipa bi e wo mu do contract ni ade de ma sa single individuals no wo mu nhwehwemu na wo mu tuntwi wo mu nhwehwemu na mu tuntwi wo mu nhwehwemu na mu tuntwi ni atikrom a de ya tian se mampani se na wo wura no apam de abayo na ba bara busu ase bo enya ma na ho ye be di a cha kom se Yesu beba because ya nya ne sane atikrom ya Ghana na be sai ya de kankan proye sika dia sika wia ene sa man tra Ghana ko le babutu ya nya due diligence na ya nhwe se wo mu a ya de a certain obligations be access wo mu nsa no wo ma adwuma papa de ama kro na babutu asem wo da hono no na uko social media no so a ene ya mu titi bia ma ne pa enkomo we ya be wuram na ya timu enkomo o kan ya last week no ebeto dwanso se John Zamani Mahama ene akukudam panufo ekosi abankasia mu ade to da se LGBTQ+ ne ade okromia na omu opposition no wo kasa bebre se ekufo adonsan na saniema no our norms and our customs does not support it, so therefore yanya mra na ya chew se we sa de ni bia na mra ne wadi enti sa bill no akwa no wo mampani sent the signature na mra okrom ha wo mo de ada paper koto parliamenters wo ra baba be ndafo ya aya se wa hu ani ade ne reverend ntimfo do ko hu kra parliamenters ho ana fast forward wo mo sa ya foforo sa de koye de enim ni se paper ne do mampani ho mampani sa ya wo so won san na no enkoto do a mo te kra se ya se America na is it Lincoln University aya sa omo bojo ma abaso no mama na award bi wati ya pese LGBT hunti owura no award no manya fa ma no ama NDC communicators woko di Lincoln University for them including Captain Smart na fu no ade nam no na omudu o matter because wa mo amfa award na ma John Dramani Mahama it was LGBTQ+ no enya Ghana enya priority really enti se mampani John Dramani Mahama nim se LGBT hu nkomo okrom ya ena Ghana's priority ana no wo position no wase akufo don san na akufo don san dia ahoma ekoso ne mene ekunu no wo wini lessons na san dia wo se anya priority na akwa no a gama no mfa ne fele so fosu kwate no dia chese misunu brebre me kaso wu amfa me nko na no amanya sama wo ye ne sika obedi anti no kwa ba ku ni afa wana na no nko TV so a ma wo nsemu no akeka ane folo squache for so ya ano no ne sameje fumu tata ku for say once LGBTQ+ including Sam George here ade na asesa say LGBTQ+ no and Ghana's priority, so therefore we shouldn't give maximum attention to LGBTQ+ so mo Ghana na the so-called Christian Council any Christian community asofo bi omofu wo mu su nu omukoto omesenti sika die nu omofu nyame adwuma no monye ana mo tele politicians achi wo ma de okrobia ana LGBTQ+ no ana mo sane anya ho hwe Nani mi NDC communicator we contract TV so a wo pa Ghana for chew ade ama Felix Kwatu fosu say the statement omo Kenya very unfortunate. So Kalisa Becky his NDC communication team member was he apologized to Ghanaians on behalf of Felix Kwatu fosu for his comment that anti-LGBTQ plus is not a priority. And you know what so part of man, including John Jaman Mama name one also can one kind mark Huawei one should be a check you know. Now, Mammy call me lawyer Morris Ampa, one of my lawyers in Ghana ha. Many more cry. Lawyer Jay.
Yeah, Minia.
Let's go Ghana Chanaba Code.
And I'm not doing it.
Lawyer, I could be at the Mississippi, Julia, and me point I made him come on. One of the Mississippi, my friend on fat. Lawyer, the LGBTQ plus on comma. Last week na chance e bobaye na nkenim so man pani ya really so be sign what they have to just say enya Ghana enya priority no lawyer asem wey yan kan say
oh me enya me momwa ni tsaje me momwa ni say the mama obontoa na o segana fobo say oba obe sign no na me dey say president near Ubia on the Ghana for taking the year because what the Kagate is a champion year no or the intro and in that I can't be that but you to me and you know who share the mama that's a sign you know the very well said
to me 101.3
no canon it did than I do Parliament Alpha Bernard Kutunana they are well said at that time no yeah they corner on trouble bill and like a woman here the international woman me say there were minor laws aka laws no ever homosexuality that laws there were laws and what criminal offenses act emma homosexual for no or activity criminal I'm gonna phone ya sorry tia okay that those days no you still told you keep crying you primo na gana fu ni akasetia but if somebody am some no map go be papa no na asabdo mi kase mudi mo sheda yenye bibi
okay
na yen fan ko na sabdo yenye no yenye ni seke we say ebe ma homosexual for no o be chomo pa ni nim say abofo no so de o be yes apa wo me be popular na ya man sika na yen fan ko titire na do o ya say na yen share to pass one side dia and they say I no support it ya just that you must say yeah I make sure say somebody leading that crusade na president mo ya obi aba into it na almost so for no e di say so for no na almost support my mo be di no omo nya e wo role play building houses and young and making sure say no even your passing na e popular no at that time no omo ka to mi no mo ka to come I think what say yem ma belo we inside because it is certain for we go when it's a game and another can say any trainer quoting that me read no what to say yes me accept the human rights should be anymore me na do best sign almost to away na do sign of combo otungu I'm sorry I call share book I gonna put nearly as of when you gonna say hey na do dear or big ya no support on person sign and by the look at the share say to look at so can be at the end of the day no and yami amma na do it's our quietly it's no by no say the parliament most majority to me say to me yellow within 2 seconds because at emergency cause we be our true emergency no case no that don't change how many who agenda to but I wouldn't be somebody is smart what you say or you just say so yeah say I didn't the priority no so Oshia no yes mama you be for your settings because you be a settings that way or book game no was share as of for no waka to say me yalum gay pass and me say no better because at the end of the day no remember my me by be popular and the thing so at the end of the day no abofo almost supporting implement measure that say who is ya also for the so ya close door that they are sort of out don't here those who voted including government this so-called neutral government people so any what's that group who they are there and the thing so no more there are some people that my discussing maybe or maybe or you can discussing with people they when you have the Bible thing I know said I say meet the press who say meet the clergy the Bible thing na no you close door okay close door if he was silencing this man of God no kasa mu no show busuba no money nya no gay ni less than okra democratic
asọfo ni bi ani ejike hu ogana
na wo
na asọfo na kana no besọfo
o me se asọfo bi uni ana ya tuze bu so me gi wo fi mo ni baba ko o member accusation be na ja to so onye gi
ya let bi ani wa obi approve sample we ge allegations amokeka
enye no pre me no say obi na ya gi to so onye gi amu so de so ye the close friends close people no amunya and we finish say we say Abraham Lampi say on na this oba and obu so oba
na tell us say obi na say oba na tell say we gay aso na ka
na we say obu sa for no nya no pastor ni pastors anyway we praise that also for ya no akadwumui ofane say what is say obebi akison say oyeki nsem wa abuti ansa na ojane bagana obebi obebi asori wo bi dia no so no say ni this year say obebi also for reset is girls who London I am I'm who jale be Ghana want to go London I'm also on to go London or America or Ghana we dey go to social media and you go here this process so no lead campaign no oh yeah quiet mama can say any approach no be so say apart from also for grow I don't know what you look at settings what you tell you notice I say or about 3 cases odi ase ono the say we say also for ben na oba abontin issue is profit about addressing the issue until say say we say and never can be no say don't make nyama we when say ero ito the kai mo my politics I didn't sensitive ya bomb mama na nyama na utro no find the ewinya eto what ya it's quite up to our what they also be a vocal on national issues. Also, he has to refuse him to make a comment. And no, we'll teach about hardship. Hardship will teach about hardship, how to deal with hardship. Which I gave them on campus.
Teaching about hardship.
Yes, hardship is normal. What are you? These are people crazy. I know people talk about hardship normal. You know what I mean? They best so you say. Okay, yeah. Only for people who also we didn't know about we didn't talk about come out. Yeah. Only the still I don't care. Mama, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me kapa.
Only about already a Muslim.
Yeah.
Now, we know, came to me,
yeah.
It's already a man who tried parallel by the president, or best like, who's the one who's okay? I say, only the near people of the sector. I mean, which can be refugee. They was it, I don't care, or say, they some of the ninja.
Yeah.
That's okay. And you, Sasu, or the Kapoma, Mama, the Kama, Sasu, MP for Medina.
Yeah, that's
you, just with them, so already, which can be name, incidents have been some idea. Obetu mama fila dia tuni na say mama so ko ye no okukache so na dey for live church o ko ji o ka say won no mama o ni Kristo ni baba na ge ni dey oba first thing only so say what you say I don't think any dey nsamutu to be no so what the two in yan onye
to be 101
the two in yan onye me want to see that the journey for the for ID no politics wakasa because I don't care obi a chief concession o chief concession but we dey na omunya ye na I can tell you authority say mama has a way of managing people. Almost to talk to me. Even a mama is here, you know, they want to get people on board. That's how they are. Only a year there, so 2 people out. And you know, yes, I'll tell you.
And I'm going to some year. Nano Kaya, a careful smoke from here. Oluma bi call Adonfe Asante Atem South we dey me mpesua so okaka say Mahama odiyeka yase man no say dey wasaba social media say enya he say ase akwa no o ma ko fere man envelope Oluma no Mahama odiyeka o ma ko man ska and o ba social media say enya he go press buy abade ya this the type of abaya NDC tie
you do for so for chimo ye no arno we share no your vocabulary be hu na so to out and you want say ne we dey share media ni ya capital o capital so ka je watem the media landscape no capital smart TV platform and all the pro media houses are loud. They were loud on Galamsey against Konadu no so be and then who they share over say the Muslim for to look for it to be gata and then share the traditional leaders almost already here how they bring it I say Ghana I say shock you say shock when you shock but what we need to do is that I say so you go so
yeah
I say Ghana they so and only omo mukata je bomo mutisa makata
yeah
the best to Ghana mama so you see the thing say Ghana no adiba to it's a short memory you can say really move on what I say but we make sure that this gay issue no it will not go there the best force mama to say the best force no that's the way we should sustain it every day be every issue and those who are refusing to talk we will force them to talk
good
we really accuse them to talk that's what we need to do and that's exactly what I've started doing I'm accusing them forcing them to talk and I want to be because we actually we need to be one when they say who can want to move you know the moment and now can't say again you're not you know if I say who support and who support
serious issue pa la e bedo ase on this section nyame yadom a tena akọ ye beto aso na ye din komo so pa thank you very much Lawyer Morris Ampao private legal practitioner no ne din komo about the issues of LGBTQ plus any priority in this country mampania kan government communication spokespersons waka most other key members of the NDC they also talking about it say any priority politics they be ametra me kan amanya sam na mo yen unless you don't want to have a lasting place after death. By Hebrews 9:27 say twase nipa wo achi atam politicians munya kaflo na mu wa you know God's first few ajapade ani de mu banya edan mu besisi kasa kasa betuto e ma yu university for ma yu no mu afa mu discan ba yu am go ma ko Dubai mo ba view ba no mo da mo nwi ma ne sa you enjoy luxury life on this earth but when you die you will not have a resting place yo catch it manazam na mo yesa yenya tumi yenya de yepa no atemu da hamu obia etimu mo aka na form ya hunto na musika dies ka wia na mo ma se wet na mo diska gu ma council for future use sikanya ahunya de anamoni abre na mo pre ana Ghana fo na mo dada wa mo to aba mama komo wi wo mo nyame na betua maka na betua maka when yankopon na reto e won nsam etimu de manya tumi na wie of course manya tumi no momfanya de mbesa munya bia ba da na ode abusia wo betimi nya ne ho ne e tiana ka akokwa yina bo Extra na ya de abon na ni ti pro no atiase no hu ye na ne yam niam nyina asai mo dia mo ama se wet no munnya sika na munni munya japade akasia aban sa se montoto na momfa aban japade momfa na homo munya yie asikafo ama ya ti omudi wa Ghana ha wo ko wo bia ni wa wode ka ba akokra di sie nuo yamfa obi fie ansie no yamfa obi sika ansie no enti amanyafo mo dia mompa mu hunya saa mo ba ba mu a mompa mu hunya na munnya sika saa na Ghana fo anari Ghana emre na awreto ewo Nyankopon sem munye serious one mu petumi am kasanko munya tumi ni wia mo kasanko. You are enjoying at the expense of the general public. Na Ghana for diabinisie yesu ye kam enafu adu ntimi nto diesel boy tenten petrol boy tenten ya yedi okrom ya koda na tuma nya a school for tifie we bia wi school ye imposti no je wodie onya ade so kobokro no mani bi su boba sibra hookup ni akeka ho wonya kwa ho fami kwa these are kind of lifestyle these young guys, these young ladies are practicing on the street of this Ghana. Abana yinani and was see a massive wet ya wadu contract my brother $15 billion that might want to from good answer that engineers and planners that how way what your mining company engineers and planners I'm telling you today. When your mining company, engineers and planners, and supply mining equipment to mining companies. Engineers and planners, he and P for now. Woman to more good yet. If more good equipment, I don't want to talk animal mining companies. And then the Kobani say, not yet a whole state resource, say, the my mines, yet engineers and planners. Adaya, ne brother Ibrahim Ama. Nini ana mamperijo mahama eti ya diamano contract ya diamano dada enjeni mu ni fire omo platform wesunti ana lanza natural resource minister any 5 day standard ebaye na 5 day standard $15 billion worth of dollars sika the padiye say ya the 5 days but ya dey be a tender. Does it make sense? 5 days na dey be a tender because no way what we hear that see pushing farmer engineers and planners. Nene Ghana for Musania, eco competitive bidding, and the man, because I'm grow from woman. I didn't be a Tim Young, so you cannot beat us. Want to be from our dream, yeah, smart Zimu. Namianda, my smarter. You cannot play with intelligence. Any my mother, where a cratasso was saying, yeah, format, because a big push crabber. Yeah, so senior. Ya wado contract yama NDC fobi ama Ghana for kasa eti sada mama ya ne sa de kosa amwa eti yemi tender for 5 days and you be a tender for 5 days ye wi ye pa yes ya engineers and planners Ibrahim ama chiko jefa and ye tabri da ma ne dia ma no so wonye wona bi se monye fankoli na ye wo competent companies e wa ha wo metima atuma ne papa wo bia wanya mining company ni award the amane se wanye na ye John Jamani mama amamuomu a amamuo ba ya munye serious crowd munye serious eti da bia akro ni ebre asaba da hano no na Matisa energy minister was say in the coming days unsa na no wo mo ye what do you call it cabinet meeting putupru cabinet meeting be so what they arrived at was that some levies bid that fuel no so abane se wo be ye free home se na be ya ebetimi akushi Ghana for kakra na ahokyere ne apinisi a ye namu petrol diesel ne bo ya den na agro uto ya uti aso no na chese ase so energy minister will in the coming days make an announcement regarding the specific taxes and levies on fuel that will be reduced or removed to cushion the Ghanaians where Godwin Edochi Tamakru ɛna wɔde abatuja CEO a wɔda National Petroleum Authority ɛna wɔde aba maame nkɔnam ne lawyer Vincent Asefua ɛmɔ nkɔmɔ sɛ news wɔ Ghana ha nie sɛde nam tamakuro MPP time na wɔyɛ NDC first time bi ɔba Masrock from 2017 from 2009 up to 2016 na sɛde nam tamakuro yi wɔn no yɛ Masrock boss yɛsɛ sika bi kantamanto 90 million Ghana cedi bi maame no kwa ana sika no de fa nkwanta yɛne kɔ court yɛ sentence ni 10 years sɛ ɔmɛdam wɔ Ghana wɔdwane yɛhu na kyerɛ kwan John Mama ba wɔyɛ din ana nyame nkyade US court de aba ne sɛ US court ama wɔyɛ court akwa asetena extradition sɛ maame no yɛmfa no mfiri US emra krom ya na ne sentence no wo ma sha ase na esu wo asem de lawyer Eko Vincent Asefua we member of parliament edema de som wo Otafo Pankro no we first time MP na adwuma wo wura ne bo no Otafo Pankro no ano hye we say me lawyer na minya case na me frɛ no minya no lawyer ma che
to be 101.3
na honam bokode nyame adome so ye pa yada obade ase lawyer we de ebre ni nti de abanie ma wo se wa kyerɛ no wo Facebook wo tintis ni de nyagro we the breakdown ade aba wadaruma de see ye de ba ye fa said nam tamakro brembra me no kasai US court judge akwa setena na wabua sa maame no yemfa no mra Ghana aseba manfo bi sansa maame no baba na oba emra wo krom ya no mampani wono so ne yonko se ne nua no se one no wafa ase no wode said nam yi abukokotum e won san mo na ram ye ntie o
to be 101.3
on the 9th of April 2026
wada ran one ma so kakra ma we misa de enche ma no so kakra ma na for the betterment of these discussions wada roma good
on the 9th of April 2026 the United States District Court conducted on Nevada a transfer and the judge who actually started the case for your friend Daniel J. Abbott, the United States Magistrate Judge or the District of Nevada. The assembly of transfer, and it said the United States of America had the Ecuadorians are court team into in such circumstances of the United States of America a plaintiff or no Anna Akobo the big Konadu, man on board the Konadu. About a year, Sedna Christian Tamakulu Atino, aka Sedna Sharon Christian Apolachi.
To be 101.3.
In that case, among an air defendant. When the magistrate Albert Extradition was over, and somebody community the trigger, my mama wrote to say, this request of an extradition it just said, Sedna Tamakulu or US Hope, even though he has been convicted, the bond of Konadu as actually the beer said also with them for 10 years because of Mogana Chrono, Magana Alusika, in Ghana and the Chadical US for said, let us say US for no action of the brain of that request of and a man US for a dear son to come back because US in the so a media show the extradition request at the Kumasi or by one.
Yeah.
Yes, one. I was saying, international medical court because one thing is on the 2 million. It's a court and as a judge, and a judge is AMPA, Secretary of State, Washington Moma, was the emotion I just said, a extradition request for getting a judge to, and normally be the same. Number one. The magistrate and as a court also must say we have jurisdiction or authority over the facility. The facility in this circumstance is Federal.
Yeah.
And we said, "We commit to trust one." What you was ampa. Jurisdiction was our authorities over trust because Mameno Nevada no one on the Apachino of Nevada. So the District of Nevada, the United States District Court of Nevada, and the work authority and also the team, all jurisdictions over trust affirmation. The court was as part of the legal element.
Yeah.
What is a prerequisite to also meet here and sign a Court of Nevada at transformation. Number 2, Judge Albert Zaka said, I was saying, Judge Daniel signed from Daniel J. Albert. I was saying, there should be a valid extradition treaty between the two countries.
Okay.
They also, my Ghana, and America for I also know on what side treaty. That treaty no HSA. The Assembly IC and Ghana. And Ghana, share US. There should have been a treaty, an agreement to be a HSA. There will be here, US for. I was on one Ghana, and actually part of Ghana for so they did it with the But I think we US, not the country are not a Ghana. Treaty announces an agreement to the HSA. Ghana for also 1 US for the very common US for.
Okay.
And in this circumstance, there is a certain treaty that was signed in 1931.
I see. 1931.
1931. There's an extradition treaty that was signed, an extradition treaty that was signed between the United States of America and the Republic of Ghana in 1931. And so that extradition treaty is in existence as we speak, and the judge, which is the court of Nevada judge, that treaty is still in existence. For that matter, the US, that the United States of America, had no option than to make sure that they will stick on the matter. So that was one of the legal requirements that the United States of America judge, said, has that legal requirement been met? And the judge actually says, that legal requirement has been met. In fact, there's a UN agreement to be. That UN agreement is the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. And that convention, the Republic of Ghana signed onto it. The United States of America also signed onto it. So what that means is that to begin your mind and every time no United States of America. United States of America for over 2 million also almost one Ghana for let's actually Ghana, because there has been a convention that has been signed onto by Ghana, that has been signed onto by the United States of America, say anything against corruption also to us. So Judge Daniel J. Abbott is a share. That's the say treaty I signed in 1931 between Ghana and the United States. The United Nations Convention Against Corruption is and a guy really was that legal requirement has also been met. The third legal requirement was the fact that also guys say whether or not the offenses under review satisfy dual criminality. What that means is that as some of the other many quite that the setting of Ghana so what we had here under the Criminal Offences Act. Ghana she has caused financial loss to the state. And also a criminality. Indeed, under the Criminal Offences Act of Ghana.
Yeah.
Stealing an offense.
Okay.
We are there, they do the 10 to 25 years. We are US sponsor for instance. Do they have stealing and listed as part of their criminal offenses? If that is the case, then it means that that legal requirement has been satisfied based on the treaty in 1931 that was signed.
Okay.
And when the judge also started the matter, the judge also realized that the accusation that has been leveled against Sedna Kamako, all the offenses that were leveled against her, all those offenses are also offenses, and those offenses are also criminal as far as the jurisprudence of the United States of America is concerned.
I see.
And the jurisprudence of the United States of America Number one, stealing a offense.
Yeah.
Causing financial loss to the state is an
offense.
And so for that matter, the judge also felt that legal requirement has been met.
I see.
One of the things are the defendant, who is the matter, the lawyer said, we feel we did mention. Mention is a Latin word, and you see, before it can be criminal, Ghana, and I said the jurisprudence of the world, HSA, there should have been an actus reus. Just a also action, no, or action, and I said the old, I was a name one drink, a bubble together, and Sana, what's there about it? It is also cool you the idea. This is the one that tells them they can't use the idea. And some also can't use the idea, but what they say.
Yeah.
Because if you are no, if you intoxicate you, if you are more bones, and as you mean, if you also know, if you are going to the one drink,
yeah.
And if you are going to the Visica.
What does it
and I also find the laws of the world, that is the jurisprudence of the world, says that the menstrual is a one drain, and then one day now, a bird, that be no money stealing. When the woman is stealing, they say, one customer, one drain, so far, one drain, so could be here. And I'm powerful, that also. But you see, in the United States, the menstrual from the requirement of the menstrual is Ghana. Because in the United States, when we say menstrual, the menstrual is stricter, a narrow. But in Ghana, it is a broader menstrual. Just a broader menstrual, just say, one is of a father, now I want to of a father. But in the United States, there should be a strict menstrual. So, at the end of the one is of a father, and indeed, one fancy one. I'm a guy to take us for the fact that stealing is an offense in the United States of America. It is enough. So it has satisfied the dual criminality legal requirement. And the last thing that the judge also said is that whether or not there was enough evidence to establish probable cause.
Yeah.
Evidence being Ghana for India. I say you cry, you go through the process and it is this and that. It is your final court.
Yeah.
If you are not this, I'm not sure evidence. I just have panic about this album. I found a court in the too.
Yeah.
But something like some could case easier. If I know there is evidence in now, but I'm not convinced and for America. Oh, what you are there?
Yeah.
So there's no reason to doubt the evidence that has to be abused. The probable cause, because the evidence has already been abused in court, and the court in Ghana has actually affirmed that indeed that evidence is probable enough to hang the woman as a criminal.
Okay. Well,
so this particular requirement was also agreed by the court. These were the four elements that court,
international,
the extradition certification, the United States of America. Now, I didn't have any say. I am a man, and now you're China.
Yeah.
I don't know when you're China to know what a man called Daniel Lazim.
Yeah.
Daniel Lazim was an accomplice to the Senate Tamaklu. And because Daniel Lazim was an accomplice to the Senate Tamaklu, Daniel Lazim was there for 2 years. But we are going to call this uncle them for 5 years. And then we have peace after there. We are them 2 years. You know, I think we are to be a fellow. Bail on appeal. We started with John Muhammad and said, because on Chester, I read the case not 2 years, over them, not the uniform. See, the most circle for some man, but the more than my neighbor. But the demo also for them. Commend you, the woman was given about 79 counts, and he was imprisoned or given a sentence about 10 years. You see, my man, is she going to be in prison or she's not going to be in prison? And the question that I am asking as a lawyer is that Article 72 of the 1992 Constitution, the President of the Republic has this clemency power, the power of clemency, where he can say, I am giving a pardon to a prisoner. to be on that prison or prison with my mama the pardon my final fiat. And now mama and lesser punishment.
Yeah.
Because if I say not a imprisonment with the final fiat if I know 10 years and master shop by 1 year.
Yeah.
Master 10 years go on them almost extra 100,000 from our buying on for the baby.
I got that you class a case will be a case where I am lawyer about Casso never see because say I got the sentence and say and I don't day at Subas and I got them put Nasa Nam Temacru. So in this case, what transdia Moon said a Jubina Cosmo baby. Any permanent question baby at young fan court. Young common is extradition on young fanembra. Yarimba do Kromoha. I say a mama and the body a said Nam Temacru. I understand the audio. Young Fabadukan appeared one quarter. But 1 year beyond the youngest young fan of Cotuliano. And I am pardon. A bit me as a lawyer.
That's what I'm saying, that the modus operandi of the GM government is that, remember, when Kevin Tiller was arrested, or when Kevin Tiller was given, if you like, a man called you and I said, born called you, say, Usigana House.
Yeah.
During the whole era of the NPP, Kevin Tiller was not able to come to Ghana.
Yeah.
So during the Mohammed government, and a movie of appeal my brand here. So that has been the modus operandi of the NDC and John Dramani Mahama. The same thing that is done for a year Daniel Azim. And you can see the script. The script, they want to play the script out, and that is what is going to happen to Sedna Tamaklo. Sedna Tamaklo, I can tell you, because mind you, no more yes, a year strategy, there are people who march on the street of Ghana. There are people who even organize themselves, so they were going to welcome Kenopoyata at the airport. How come so something like that? Yes, now you are not seeing NBC who jubilating about the matter. You are also not seeing the NBC who saying we are going to organize ourselves and go and meet Sedna Tamaklo at the airport. They themselves are not even jubilating because that's right. And when justice has been said, it means that it is a nation that is progressive. It means that it is the nation's purse that is being protected. If the nation's purse is being protected and the NDC themselves are not happy about it, they are not jubilating about it. Somebody who has been convicted, somebody who is already upset, you will hear it. But nobody can tell me that you need Kenopoyata in Ghana before he can be prosecuted. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana demands prosecution in absentia.
Yeah.
So that's all evidence against the person. You go to court as a prosecutor, you go to court as an attorney general as per 88 of the Constitution, who has been given the mandate, the authority, the signal of power under the Constitution. So I'm not betting you are prosecuting in Ghana. You don't need Kenopoyata in Ghana before that prosecution can commence.
Okay.
Even that person, you were jubilating. Somebody who has not been convicted, you were jubilating about it. You are saying the person should come to Ghana and send a new panel call. It's a whole company also with senior legal advisor to the government. Who knew what you want? Because you know, say every evidence against the person, you need to send the person to court and prosecute. Mind you.
Okay.
So what they come up with some people Ghana. Ghana not just every panel will hold question in I will not even speak.
Yeah.
Can the Ghana for 20 years until you become your own view. I have nothing to say. Because it has also been given to him as his power, as his legal right under the Constitution, to remain silent. So why do you need Kenopoyata in Ghana before you can prosecute him? If you have any evidence against him, go to court, accuse him, convict him, and the evidence that you are using for.
But I said, lawyer, I had a pine fat. Obra when your maya, I said me, said nam Tamakro case, Ghana for any pa. Say, in the Yanya, Yabona Chidiaba Ghana has said, Ombrana, ne 10 years, no, Ombra mame, MSAC, young hair, Obedu Cromia, the Befrima baby Asono, and you be who de a mutia pa, a bedasi war, said they was here breakdown, I would Yamaya and pay, and in Chimwa, the Manias of Papa Yamisha. Mania judgment we and so na we and medasi papa ubotuma pansu uta for pankono ne parliament wo lawyer after program ye bekasa. Thank you very much. Mini lawyer Eco Vicente Asefua we member of parliament edema this year mo old tafo pankro no e na me ne din komafa extradition said nam tamakru said the US judge aboche se omra krom ha na 10 years ye de man no mesase na wonkodam na mbra no enso ne dia no ye nkomoda ha no pay ye ne no nso adi nkomodia amanfo akasa bebre se eya adwuma bi na ba na sese se said nam tamakru no John Jamani Mahama ono no afase etu dia omra krom nya badu krom ade ya Ghana ha de tumi na NDC fonsa se de ye bi nana agrada se hwan agrada ane ne was it no the deputy na ye onu so fianum 5 years said nam tamakru ana ye de ma gaman no 5 years no we try 2 years but ana ba we ba ya na fast ye complete na o majano sa na ekoso krom yewu wonu mu aye bo mu kodu kankan pre ewi agana sika aye se omu koso financial loss to the state na aye high criminal case e court ebit say atofo se nom ebit say esiama nom no why Bank of Ghana governor mu nyina near the scandals abowo mu aba we ba ya ebe ma wo mu jinsu contract ni ama appointment nti anu Dominic Akrutingane efane no le prosecute the state ni interest bia no jai wo munya Collins da munya ka ho and this by wo jai and this domama ba he wo jai and this for no a wo ma cause financial loss to the state ni nyina wo jai wo munya so mu nko anu wo wiye wo ma appointment wo ma na ye buo no say the city na very risky and one say na me no ka no it is very risky and it seems nobody is talking about it. Will be a cause of financial loss to the state. What the kankanu prayer kwasu febua kwasu awia Ghana sika with na court ya jisika no a John Mamani NDC baya attorney general say case no you interested and we jai at forcing and we jai asiama Collins dada no ani ni pedi aka ho we jai mu nyina mu kom fom tikodi mu ofeso bof mu nyina je jeja mu nyina so mu nko no case what you say you wie ya na MPP fo no a omususu say yesi oral case bi emanfo bi sika bi ene ade ana sa no omo de ne yatata wo mo na mamu na ntoma ma ebuo ni chebe eye anhwehwani mu mamu a wo buo nti eye we and this ni a ni agao we MPP ni a chew ni a chew abuasu ni agu anum ase intimidation ni a threaten because you does not belong to the NDC. Barbara boy, aye. Enti say aye good news so, say aye bad news so. Extradition process no, aye adwuma. Former master boss no, wo ba krom a, wo bedu krom ha, de be say che bia ebeka. Say 10 years no, NDC for ebema said na kodom 10 years on sawam. Anansa omane kodom. And ye nya nu ho nti ye nka ho asem. De enum ni say extradition process no ye judge ne judgment aba ma menem na krom ha na cause financial loss to the state no ye money laundering charges ni nyina no wo me ama 7 J term ye no obi ye ne asem bi okrom ya asem ada hanso no na enei me ne okasai MPP internal elections ne beba so na ma set committee say omo hwe supervise election man ne kama police station dia no SAS 10th to 16th May and about one beba so beba no be nkomo but Africa Lens policy wo mo e de report biaba serve biaba on the issue about LGBTQ plus won sensem a ekoso kromia na very serious but wo de ma me ne nti we nu furu ho nwiemra na me wi a ye ba be nkomo Dr. Hefara Irakwa wo ye development economist menen ntwenko Accra ba finance nso aben kakra Dr. Mache
Josemania
na hunamu ye de
nyankopon adom na Ghana for de suma ye ne ye ka ho asem
na what to say auditor general owura akuamoa ene ya pam no akofa abawi afefefe bi aba say o ma bedi na ade what
in fact enra and I'm making important also na no kwenya many material no me yamushi me kakra. It's a bra de papa ya or auditor general every honor. It raises a lot of questions. I buy why I didn't buy minimum na me say
yes or financial expert.
That is fine. So the global champion. But timing no. Idea say yama di kon ye bisa ya won say e ba ni say e na every a e say e na say na ye ti sa papa yi. Anka auditor general bi ebra e dom level assemble ye omote ku committee ma omo investigate no finally okay on for the juma ento one and krampo no on the juma to ho yampamo no o ma de the juma to ho bra omo investigate no okay mo say omo wi o ma juma na omo the recommendation ma e ma mampenyi so edito mu. But in this particular instance no man to ho obi a say yambo wa krampo ti minim bonia ana from so auditor general here, but kai say, sir, office no a constitutional creation. And you say, oh sorry, I say, who said it? What are the hours and you saying in the UAT? And yet, a man penny and a power nipano. It's just Nipana be a TI amamra, a constitution, or go against the constitution, and acquire your what was said. Onipa occupies our rule, no, say. Or young from so and also you begin here constitution now. You better start when so now on the Juma at all. Now like I said, a riot power me. What I am sure say I bought the quite idea. That is of what I said, but you need a better auditor general. And it's a problem over. Now, one of us would you be a free for now you saw the show. I didn't ask them.
Yeah,
you can. Obekaya, Nancy, to pass a Senate Proyen Sema, FPP were by and by Bosumi in Germany. I had the airtime. The auditor general, no, did not put in. In fact, as I became Manyan a big push, near Fourth Estate for Munian Modibai.
Yeah.
Auditor general, I shall say, all to one among. And he said, a day a buying episode or capital. And here. Penimpa order said media no obetimi ahwe attitude ne ma no yes you want na demand to and we did too many questions and I think it said ye nyina de ya no betu na ya make sure say nya say edit no ye de ato yes sir na ko me ya say uba udie boni na say wo to da dia na say oni obetimi ahwe am pepper ya ba no which mean if you want now the oni a wo betimi control no. So I think it is not fair. Now, I want to believe say young lady here, be on the young guy said, on the woman and this work as yes, maybe I'll not thinking about it twice. But and you know, I again your office and the buying. Yeah, and the security of the job.
So, okay, for you see.
So, I said, Obi man and the idea feeling some of them, like man marry, and the idea so. And the who occupy the beer etisana, and so we drink tutu. I said, fortunately, a bit near you. But more importantly, no, for a young lady, minimum fear already. No more, and so I said, or more years of professional life are owning. Yeah. And so, over Nase, Eddie of Lampania, Genesis, Meba, Nase, Matimi, Abayania, Metimia, Nakataka Nemasua, Ebe, Yedisa. I nutrition about the book. Now, so not to me, and I do my paper professionally. Oh, as a professional accountant, in a day, you want guided access and SCA. Okay. And you said, or from some runner, it means actually a sign as a professional accountant. Okay. And the unman and guiding of professional ethics, you know, and guiding the Juma Paco. But we'll go deep into that. But yet, they say, once a man, in every one of the we will fight that. Possible.
Yeah, and Crater Dominum Chester, Council of State for basic advice. Was it a nomination, a secretary to the president in line with Article 70 clause 1B of 1992 Constitution, which requires the president to seek the advice of the Council of State before making a final appointment. The Council of State is expected to consider the nomination in the coming days and advise the president accordingly. if confirmed, Madam Pamela Graham will succeed Johnson Equiamo Esiedu, who has served as Auditor General since his appointment in September 2021. And Pamela Graham, Obedi Equiamo Esiedu Adie, say Council of State from Mampani approval pet. Nadia Korean and TDS your Komiano. Timing no, I am very bad. And some baby about Wemua, Sikasam, Kuntabuo, Achacha, a beer real Sika, a beer Sikani, and then Abba, a cream way back. Chasa, what Chasa, Obe beer a Funiam will be at Africa. I will be Abba. And this Yamamu will be a Chasa, Doma, put in one Jassi. Chasadi ebe favor wa mu kwa katasu mwamuaso yensede ye protect ye ho ene ade amemu de abunu sanu o doctor sam kase na me no kan sanu onya gro de o
enekwe na ere ho na me so gana fo etie ehwe nya ekoso na etoda na me kan se ekoba mpose gana fo decide say o me panish aban for we are the manage mind to see like I say here. Sika after any time some 15-16 months, you know. Yeah, I am just saying. So if you was care to say, and I did here.
Okay. Julia, okay. Yamfa no konko na ewie we ma me who say modern research be about Africa policy lens. I must say 85% of Ghanaians feel disappointed by the government's position on LGBTQ+. 85% ye bi won pa o. Mo say mo the breakdown abani ade a. Ade na ma mo this report yi ba bonten boy kakra na fe yemfa wisi ho.
Yetere say enke be na ochihwe ni na amambani jumadi mu. Ekosandi dae edition about LGBTQ. Na amambani anu yi a ode ma ye no. Na say eya fosin. Enti empenyifo bebre esi ahese wo frefayen edisayen na ademwa ye po bi na mampenyi ejina so se eno enye priority ana na why le kan o mampenyi so se Ghana for enye priority ma Ghana for eti se enye priority ma Ghana for de enye ye na Ghana for no eti so se eti ye decide to test mampenyi position no eti test ye no na ayade a Ghana for bu afu papa e bo o mampenyi comment o de maye and so what share nipa esu say mampeni itinye say ye blasted yen post no to 300,000 Ghanaians from all 16 regions and move out of 300,000 6,796 ena just penny eyi sana no maye
okay
and what share results na buy na na about 84.6 say mampeni ada wo
okay
like they feel misled. Now we are 85.2%. Omuya disappointed say omanpenyi area or yeah no. Because there a major campaign issue in election 2024. It's not neither everywhere she say omanpenyi ba ya pe obe sign sa bill into law. But no omanpenyi why na say the ni mo say. Oba it say sa parliament I pass a bill no. I sign na dey obetinya but for the year, a man was it's not a Christian Council, Muslim Council, any kind of traditional authorities. You say, I don't fear bill no more passing. It was unanimous. And I said, Obia did to say, bill no dear, you pass a bill no.
Yeah.
We're expecting a significant. Now, you decide a question. Should the LGBT bill be signed into law? 86.4% say yes. Immediately. Say ya, who did it say ya? And you decide what to say. I want participate into law. And then a very influential about you in 2028. I mean, 80.7, that's almost 81%. Ghanaians say, I would do grow to influence how to vote in the next election.
Yeah.
And so, government is sitting on a time bomb. I said, Omanani Ekohoka. Now, specific to the government, a president responsible. Say, a priority.
Yeah.
Which matters more to lose right now? Ghana will need a economic issues and I say, young shall not be on the young and I say, you know, 50.6% said, Bill, no, I would have passed the bill to my young.
Yeah.
And so both equally, so what is equally no Eka not about almost 90% SSS, and who's near part of the bill.
Yeah.
And we know, say, a major problem, but I can also bet you, say, on the year at the moment, we never be a whole joke, true. There's pressure on the government side.
Okay.
And again, that is so and we are monitoring the system, and the LCBR
okay.
Will let you know.
Very sure, but maybe another problem is on the region. Which are region? Western region, 5.9%. Voter region 3.6%, Upper West 4.4%, Upper East 8.0%, Savannah 3.5%, Northern region 7.3%, Greater Accra, which near the maximum 23.3%. I have 1.2%, Ashanti 14.8%, Bruno 4.9%, Bruno East 4.1%, Central 7.1%, and then Eastern 6.5%. Why Greater Accra 23.3%?
Yeah, yesterday, we yesterday, yeah, you were sample proportionate to the population.
Okay.
And you know, out of 300,000 now, you're fire last year. You randomly, yes, same name. Okay, Greater Accra has the biggest voter population in Ghana. We live in the Ashanti region, now by Eastern, now by Central. And yet, selected, Nipa responded to your survey, across the country, they say the majority in Greater Accra.
Okay.
Yeah, proportionate to the population, and they are black area.
Okay.
But response rate, it's Nipa do and then say out of free will. In Nipa do out of Sahara region, also say, wait to me, I responded to your questions, it's in a command, sir. And it's possible say region do all. They need the biggest population. Now, Monipa are responding to survey. More compared to Oman responding. That's right. How it happens.
Well, for education, you remember for education, post secondary 81.8%, middle JHS almost 3.7%, and a no formal education is 0.1%, secondary 12.2%, and primary 0.2%.
And for me, this is very interesting. As you say, Nipa power we knew on education background.
Okay.
But the person who Nipa responding my post.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday, and I say, secondary school. If you or nursing training college, university, or doing PhD, or when you post secondary.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting part is a Nipa. Everyone for this purpose, anytime and what a 9 every secondary school, what was
I see.
Nipa, everyone Nipa, their level of understanding on the issues, was so.
Okay.
Now the same applies to the religious, and it's mimicking the Ghanaian data, no?
Yeah.
Nipa responding and 71% said were Christian for the profess the Christian faith. And I moved in 3.7 said the profess the Islamic faith. And also another in national data set, no, which is very representative of Nia minimum. And so for me, the Nipa every Tanzania a Christian for any Muslim for any traditional religion for and that's key saying faith saying and a short of mine when GD asset.
All right.
And the Nipa I say, hey Nipa, or GD say, baby say a passing a bayer and mra, a bad one GD any quiet passo at 3 and cool me and mine.
So by and large, 85% of Ghanaians, they are very disappointed about the stance of the president on LGBTQ plus. Yeah, that's an survey Mudiaba. If it's not going to be why? Thank you very much. Dr. He for the required Director of Research and Administration at the APL. wono na mo de serve ba Ghana fo nyina bia nipa bia almost 300,000 fa wo mo sample wo mo no mo interviews be some questions about the position on LGBTQ plus 85% say omo ye very disappointed wo mo ni nye kwan ya mampani fa so eka ediafa LGBTQ plus ho na yesi party bi ba ye frɛ no Ghana based first Ghana based first nei Ghana based first I say omu be change the dynamism our political elections e rekromia mutu a edane enye NDC a MPP is omu de Ghana based first ba nipa ba ko amehunsu we di animu pa kasapa ya actor a wo krom ha edi adoro na de frɛ no ne ejako Kofiadu ejako na edi animu pa se ne ombe mekiso se sa dia na mutu edane MPP ne ade ne nyina no ya se omunya a third force bia ebetimi akusin eniema na yehunu ba bia yeto abakọ na going forward kwa bia na Ghana based first kra no wama be winning lessons okromia. So the dominance of the NDC and the MPP is going to be a thing of the past. Now Ghana based first no abese ho otiase na aboa I watch who watches the watchman here they going for na aboa maniama easy ni ade ha e na banti ani ada ko bedi nkomo sisi e ni kofia de bobon komo aka bidam na afi ni yetie wono nso no de omo ka e de afa saa nkomo yi a abayi ho charge bia party no understand say are they going to register the electoral commission is it a movement and want some to say na yane no edi nkomo kakra awasemu a aba no ntia ni ajako ebon komo sisi a platform so afi no yetie de omo nso eka ede afa ho ene anopai eno nso aye nkomo ada anopai yeguso a yedidi kakra kakra saa na dia basa yesi Ghana aban no ene Ukraine aban ebon komo pa yare na the sun news card na to so ma na yewuram ya hwese San Komodia ekoso no Ghana in touch with Ukraine to build quick flour processing plant as rising imports and global risk push African countries to secure more control over food supply chains. Minister for Foreign Affairs Owura Okudjeta Blakwa womo he kwan se Ghana ban any Ukraine ban be ka bomwo na yebetimi abaye a big wheat flour processing plant Ghana ha na boama importation ni ade a kra bi free Ukraine abako minimize kakra na yanuma wo bibrem especially Ghana hanso no yebetimi anya access to it flour bi na boama esam ne ade a ya kra fra mo ne no wato nso betimi ate a eno so enkomo da ha na payi ya ka bi di ache mo na Mustafa Bande was say Ghanaians should direct their attention to parliament on anti-LGBTQ plus because there is current no bill before President Mahama. Na Mustafa Bande say in prepare say bill bi anywhere do man panianim so me sign on LGBTQ plus bia eti e obufo bia yan channel na yemfa enko to parliament for so na emum no enya amampanini ena sese yede ko na fe no yede ko akoto no so eno so de yede ha ana pay ye he na yaka and they said e maka na ye se eja ko sisai okay nti eno amene ne kasa nyangwa wase wede duro so eno amene ne kasa no wase on sorry minim se no mfa no nti wase mfa no ko se chena nti enya eja ko a what the message about say untimi yen kasa ne is as what they do so course Ghana aso pati obati party o mfa ne lawo etia no so no ntino wasechina ntichira no ye na eja ko be kasa na afi no Ghana base first no ye no ati nkomo aka na A plus ni o say I know people in this government immediately they came to power they have bought government lands and finished their buildings. So nobody should talk about Ora again. Ora has collapsed. Where A plus no. I say omusa nipa bia omuwini aban NDC abreswe e bia toto aban sa ase ai bi kwesi omu dan wie kra ne ade a enti yan obi a mekasa mfa ora yahu bio ora no agu ora no atonsuom ora no apaska de kwame A+ ono so de abatu dwa de afa government appointees ni sase a wo mo fom saa se de A+ ese enso eno no na pai mene wo edi nkomo bi e wa ha asem kase pa enti that is it ye be wura mu na afi nso no yadi enkomo e ho na akwapem of member of parliament aye Samuel Kubo Sabre na o kai ya last week beto dwa se yesi vessel bi ama nei Afrigana hat nya wura ma kopia monone ema vessel no yakwakoche no yekoyihwe mu a say yesi allegedly yesi drug trafficking pa nei sa vessel no Afrigana has tom sa de ko kopia mo nuboni hudwa ena vessel no yesi odie ai nei akwensem pio kroma ente Samuel Ukusa wotire wa wonte asente no is going to question Ghana Maritime Authority as to why vessel to me finding a way through fire ma borders ekoya kopia mo monane ni akwache vessel ko hwemu a drug trafficking ena vessel di na yesi woyeye eno so nkomoda ha boys abra Samuel Ukusa obewura mpa de akosi asere na ye hunu ba bia ebekwa ko wiem na ebeto do se takwa daman chiefs no yese beto do se nsemtwani o Kumasi na ya janto de beto do se $700,000 ana Ibrahim Amatua edema takwa ene daman hemfo afa ne operation mo be no krom ho no na nanem da beto do se nya no kre wo mu nyisika bia mfiri ba bia nyisika bia mfiri Ibrahim Amatua ho we kura de wisdom gomashi ena opesi ye ewo ne Twitter page say takwa and daman chief deny receiving $700,000 monthly from EMP as peddled by Nana Kojo Jantua enti mo se nana no se edukura bi enum na eba ne say enti daman nana no hemfo de omo su de betodwa enso ene no na me body ko Sunyani East yes Sunyani East one year MPP communication officer the friend Baba Amando kasapa taba wuntumi TV class wo Kumasi a very vocal person very good communicator na beto just say ene cyber security department of Ghana Police Service invite branches wo mra for investigation na asudie womu de ye de yenim jaba se amusi en 13th April yi womra na omra mayi nsembisa bia no so gona serbedi akokura kire de ton ho se Baba Amando MPP youth activist and Sunyani East communications officer will tomorrow, that is today 13th April 2026 Hannah an invitation from Cyber Security Department of Ghana Police Service per their request is required to assist them in an investigation. They were not specific on the issue at hand. I'm learning that the parties are arranging legal representation for him. We respect state institutions, but we abhor state sponsored intimidations. The road to victory would never be easy, but we shall prevail. And me yasan kiane Baba Amando bekasa, enu am frɛ na mentimi na nkasa. Enti achama ba so benya aya gona sarbedi akonso aman ya tra so benya no na yani ni nsɛm nkomo na no pa ya na Baba Amando Sunyani East MPP communication officer wako Cyber Security Department of Ghana Police Service for invitation mo de ma no se omra na omo for investigation no yebe wuram na afi so yedi nkomo na ha ba bia be kwa wie nti asemo a eda ho no nti de awie no ye ni de akire pa ye ma ba kokura ntofom because komi an Ghana ye invite so bra na ebe yinsem bia na ebe wie akire na akoye akire na ye do kwa akobiam ena akire sa na ye twe ko ba sa de no na ya waste time elsewhere entisa ye invite so bra for investigation bia ubana be ko anu asem wie kwa we allow you to go ye hia obi sa bra be sa be invite ba kro mente sa ye do ye invite sa bra pe na say fa that avenue no so dia chewa so ye ma akwa me yanko yes wa chew ne sanse hununku na ekoso okromia nsem hununku a ena ekoso okromia bomade aso be kwa Asante region na wa fe Paul Kwamra ya ndon so ma me na Asante region minister say we say wo de ayanchie ye say ayanchie nko na wo chie na no mote ya Asante first course so ama part of it kwa na ye painting askwa painting ye wo interchange nasia ye say ye tie say wakwachi abrantie bi a na okosa ye ewo soloku festival nasia wo mention of I nei mention that right okosa soloku wo ho a eni abrantie no yakwa kwachi no na ye beko ko wuram ni adi nkomo se regional minister no se abrantie na edina tem njoma post akromia nika akromia mama ne ese adu kokro mo nkomo Accra deputy national communication data edema MPP boss Mathieu
abejoso abu na design
nyamena dum ho ya na wonso
so the equity so me catch say bidie na nkofo ni no position ni ya iska and the contrast will be problem kwa Ghana gas problem no say me that sorry and pay ya madam for techments issue statements some of the contracts now soon tino mucho mu dey go PPA problem and then one say good force or strike of the contract here dubious contract AI contract no more but wa sika ko du ko bi kwa. Let's take this opportunity now more on Abaso, a former member of parliament for FIA and our former minister for public enterprise. Could you ask written about 4 articles about the dubious contract, how opaque it is? And he makes strong projections. Say, if you look at the revenue targets of GRA over a period, 20.
Me ma kwa ba kra na wa sase ya tie simu.
It's because they normal good in the country. Well, you understand? Yeah, the democracy is not giving you. And me, I'm worried that if we want the democracy to be sustained and we grow it, we need to get consistent politicians in power. And this I'm a catcher said the next 5 to 10 years this democracy cannot survive. That is my advocacy across the country. And the none of our limiting comment about the substantive matter. The more opportunity to serve must think about the country. I just want you to know when you're consistent. We campaign, some okay, and say this who can source contracts. Say abandoning the you should the US previous government. Oaba so now we just the US. That is the point that I'm making. That we need to be for a government. We need to be consistent. We should have consistent politicians. Consistent politicians and a stable democracy. So if you are getting hypocrites and what I call inconsistent politicians, we different. And when my democracy and just sustain, that is my worry. Okay. As a level of democracy. If you look at the articles, 3 articles published by Honorable Jesse Kujua, he has made a strong point that the government must tell the Ghanaian people how transparent the contract is. The contract is very opaque. And the way of the way about because you look at the interventions, Ghana Revenue Authority, they have been able to drop a lot of loopholes or increase our revenue. And the idea we have an for Sikana individual beyond. So that's why they have called on the government, and we also calling on the government to make that AI a contractual agreement very transparent for accountability to take place. Right. And a good first start almost striking. And so we'll see what will happen. Across all agencies, contracts, the way contracts are being given, so bad. Very bad. From board to the Ghana gas matter, Madam Fouquet statement. If you do proper audit of the contractual processes taking place in many ministries, department agencies, and you cry.
Anyway, me da say any the was raised about the issues I also come about bad governance and this year buying edema Ghana for me da say papa but nanu na last week na kata about na general secretary Shasa says na ka meeting the guidelines be about asset a committee aside one be spearhead about the internal elections probably by May police station elections is here May June na electoral area elections so now if to call the constituency to the region to the national area whatever man ko fo ya pa wo mu ya wo mu tie wo mu commandant pa ne sen ne die ba no so mu hwe wo mu na de guidelines iba abato no ho hye e ba na se no so be another setup by a committee.
Yeah, this general secretary each statement or issue the decision that transferred the national committee we no develop a manual. We see this for the first time Abu we developed this manual okay Macmanu committee about 10 years ago developed police station manual book Kitwabi. Functions of police station chairman, function of police station secretary, organizer. Now, the national committee is looking at the broad contour of detailing all officers from national level, from the top. Although the party constitution far, it talks about some core functions of the general secretary, some core functions of the national chairman, and other executive, but it doesn't detail it. What I say, I say one constitution, a constitutional instrument, and now this committee led by Macmanu, Obi Amwa, and other members of the committee, they are going to do a manual detailing every executive via the core function.
Okay.
From the police station, electoral area, we are going to get 5 executives, and today constituency 7 where communication, what is your core duty at the core base of the police station as a communication officer? As a vice chairman of the party, what is your core duty? So your vice chairman our constituency level will core duty say at the level of the constituency, your first vice, second vice, you got to about last we know some of them see a more Juma we so chairman after Bibia. So to in order say will be a baby there will be teamwork, no being free say a salad, that is why this committee is very imperative. They are now coming to detail that is from the national chairman down to the communication officer at the police station. This committee, they are not going to do guidelines for the third election. For the third election, we have published it. Everything has been published by the office of the general secretary. We have given dates. Yama Kwaya Obefaso are qualified to stand as a police station executive, and now we stand as a electoral area. You are publishing the detailed core functions of all officers of the party, from the national down to the police station.
I see. But
Abu, when they finish, they will bring their report to the National Executive Committee. National Executive Committee will look at it, and then subsequently will take it to National Council, and the National Council will adopt it. So when National Council adopts that manual, then is going to do a executive communication organizer women organizer assistant secretary regional secretary so that everybody within the value chain of the organization everybody will be able to bring his energy on board will be able to get maximum output to win the elections in 2028.
I see. But Kata Idia.
And I think let me also say it's a great innovation from Kodi administration. I think we need to take this opportunity now more the General Secretary Abaso and the current executives for this great innovation. It's good. Say we have put this committee in place, headed by one of our experienced politicians, our former national chairman, Macman.
Okay. Anyway, is a timetable no the buy no. Registration abawie ene on the 13th. Okay, April the process course wa enche probably ye hwe animu na enkonta ne ye bu ne ye dia na te say enche kra na amanfo be sha ase na wo call police station elections ni ade and wo call form nkata nso ba so nyame ya adomo a police station no say dem aka no okay verification e kira na ebe wiye verification of abonu a mo ye ne registration ni na no na 1st to 14th fetchina 14th na ebe wiye nti police station elections no be started on the 10th to 16th May na abato no betimi agoma wiye ya fe na amokokofa forms ya de na amakruchom sem na de akontina ye na electoral area de na June 10th to 15th June na constituency 11th to 12th July na region aba 8th to 9th August and then external branches ni de na 20th June na nyamya 20th September na national elections no etimi akọ so far party no ma ejia bibia de na kwa mu amukọ mu hope say eniema ekoso aban mu 2028 ebe dandiri ediama Dr. Baumia any MPP and I said a lot of work to be done before I said I'm betting me to capture power from the NDC.
Yeah, I said the party so far so good. I read my no also the IT, the National IT Directorate and the regional directories, Accra, there have been good programs. Also, say you better enter all the names into the system. Dealing now because system. And after you key in the dealing now core system, you are verifying now. Then we are good to go to start the polling station.
Okay.
I want to assure you about this great opportunity. Network issue said the party is committed. We will have a good internal election process.
Okay.
Because public can say me, what organization decides everything, an organization decides everything. Which caliber of people are going to lead the organization at the core base of the party? And the police station election, it's very important. See, again, said we will not get the results that we want. We want a police station, energetic young men who are very energetic, who can campaign. No police station will be giving campaigning on Accra now. Very young men who are very active and that. So far, we are fine.
All right. My phone's young. For no simon fancy yet. Me no better was we before for one. Do the from show mama.
Dr. Bombazo Abagana. Very soon, in the coming days, we will do our thank you to across the country.
Okay.
We'll be thanking all the member stakeholders across the country. And Yabu or Chayeni Komo about the way forward of the party.
Sure.
And then I will tell so far at the national purpose what we have put ahead to be able to have successful in general party elections and then take it on the government.
All right. Medasi Papa. See you Koko, Deputy National Communication Director for the New Patriotic Party. Or no, I'm now couldn't come on. Minority for no pro. You see, I'm various regions. I'm on a for didn't come on. And I don't know more half a region. I'm called Jim Commoni. I didn't for Benjamin Kwabna Ogusu Seche Kwakobon Komo. I have original chairman for the New Patriotic Party. Now, yes, you are for no. Koko phone so musu na no e papa na olumai no so wa kasa wi atrend we Ghana awie we have been awarding contract ni ade amanfo ma odwuma ni ade a say we ma de ka suddenly say ya free come on envelope I will say 10 ho e be kasa how can they take you serious? What I say, Corona team na I don't know what is going on. And yama nti yebekwa afusisi ana kokwakwa ne ade bronya amanfo antimi ani niye Easter year atwa so the same thing because kokwakwa way back just say ye amuka o kokwakwa ne ade aban no release scam from hom na wontuae nti ama sister no my thing niema bo ne ade ya tete se kakrakra nanso no sikani wa wode koto sikani wa koto enra ya memenda be wura Takoradi dwom market cycle akokra me kope eniema bi kakari akwa stew me to ginger wo me say omunyi 5 cedis ginger akekaduro ukra 5 cedis a ema bi nto akekado me slam amene gos oh ba ko ma ai wo dia ba ko dia wonyi no mumu fa me pekitu bi dia kwa dia was it there be 5 cedi nim what be mamia ba ko no ayisa me 10 cedis akeka duro no 10 cedi any 50 cedi ani aboa no akeka duro ginger Takoradi dwom mama me kamanum se nwa mama akeka duro ginger jump 25 cedis akeka duro oti ase niam abo untimi nto na ya na mesue niane e ma na mo yade o mani abo makọ dwom ni wo yade papa because uko market wa niam abo no masa untimi nto oti ase sister ma eden sika ni ho anu wanya bi akoto ade sika any system nim akuafo na ebetua omuka na omunye sika metumi ato ade na hotaba krom hanu a aban ni se ontua kokko akuafo ne ka anu omu bre owura Benjamin Obensachre e wo line so menene nkomaka chama ma che
Meki travel na what is saying
oba de adom enwo ya na nso e
anyame go so hwe
ahafo boko
nyame adom ahafo boko
ya da nyame ase na no dom kitwa ne basra mo kokko akuafo nkomo eza ahafo no ezo ba bia ka kokko pa se ye do mo ni fesa e bia mbeto so mienu yati kokko ho pa kokko akuafo suwa bi ni dia mu die emu nkomo ban na ahafofo omo kan dia tsa ban a obeka bi dia tsa platforms na ban atie ababua kokko akuafo a wo mo ahafo
era Erika imame na wafi na nchia utifo ene wakefo no pay obi be bisa se edi na aba asha obi be bisa eni na ne se edi na aba ya be na se ma tanini ora John Dramani Mahama ana opposition oka pa komisa ekere kwafo tata oka no kwa tumude oto apade ba kabano akoto no exan mo oka ye Ghana for de e bo shakesi a wo share ye titiriu eni yen kwafo pa ade ya woka no ye ka Ghana mo apapo Regia eye koko ho adwuma said ye ni first ye beto so mi and in the history of this country under the Fourth Republic I have want to about Emma NDC the first time NDC etimanya majority e wa for region na obi bisa say ade if you say more you am panyine kai en etimeno ka say minority for if ayen crime eba hafo na no memena da e be hia kuafo na mesre egomo ayedie de man komo no eye de ene se baby amampani abra no wo position wo gina ya wo ka se oko ekuafo wa wuni asase koda kopebi wa doso no koda kodua la wono mampani be ye mampani Ghana foto aba no ma ema no no be ye mampani ni a obi a wo koko obi a obetu bo ho ewe fuodi mu na wasa the polytank asasi sa sebo no mampani kan wo ahafo region na meno ka sei Namado dan kwa kufuado ebe fa koko free 470 e de ko 3,100 million.
Yeah.
Mampanyini Mahama katre Ghana fo nyina say Namado dan kwa kufuado sabi oburu sabi anyado. We ni pabonini. Na wafa kuafo sika. Na kuyadi bi obehu Namado dan kwa kufuado bia no. onko de nsusa media eye kasa sabe me nyina ya nhwa di musa panyine be kasa sa we se ria se panyin fa secretary ma wo e watere a eta na mo ida wo ya panyina asiri wo mo ba sabe na o fa na ntemaka papa I can say we nyina di go ni panyine so ene wa ba ba ya mampanyine me no ka say ebra na nado dan kwa kufuado edi koko ko 3,131 million no ewi ase gama so na koko buo e wo fom dan so panyin me sabi e buru sabi ya binyan se mu no wan ka se ya ti koko so e wo gama so eno nti men koda men san koka mo bro wo fo asbe wo bra nsana wo nya koko wan bag no wo busika ma binyan anya sa eti na aya wo wa Muhammad ye na is to say sabi say jama su koko kura ba fo bo ma bro wa fo ku fo eni bi no sabi wo musika ene wo kiri si host NNS in training no ya na so da yesa man panye de nsa be kwa kobu na 31 million na wo ka say man panye na dan kwa kufu adu ye nipa borini enunti wa fa kuafo sika na wo de wo ba wo betua eye 6,000 7,000 Ghana cedi 70 and 60 million na de ama kuafo no eno na ne yes enim sabi e buru sabi enya do pa jufo se sabi mi ko twa bi dia na ma enya ntwa mi pie to so ka wanza bo 60 million na wonti bi ntua ya kokora no a wo so ya bon sabi bi dia kuafo no ma na wo wai aya wasati no sa 25 ame no ka sei oba hafu gina say akuaduma na hafu fo ye yenti no media ni mu nyina abonyanya ene bibi aye bi asai be se kuya no koko sabro dia nwura ho wo bonu say oba wo tin kan no a koko asabro mo ka bi no e kwa aye faso enya koko wan baage no obi ko ye faso so what me no ka say what koko da so what o be ka be tete na me yati ade kocha no koko ba o ko da wi mu sa wo wi a watwa guye o twa guwa ansa no waso abegu aboye na wabo na wo tu afifie e de aba be hata ansa na ewo a wo de akoma krati adwuma no na fom edin enti ba panina dia o de aye akuafo no de enia eya we ho sam na ya mi wo na sabe Ghana fo tu ya ya so mi ya de kai ye mi mo no ni mi dio ti ni ai e ti bo ye reiki
okay
ana we say
ti Chairman anti akoba ne say from last year November ana kuafo ntiom ka hafo no obi anya bi ena bi akam ana ya tia mu dia mu nyina dia mu kokko kuafo no ya tia buka
ka kira wo say ya tia kuafo ka bia no so what time ye obi aso ana Kumasi e ka wo ya trofo man ti ba ye share nipa over 3,500 me go bi kokko akachi for mato kokko no dodo da to nyira me kachi to kokko 200 million. Oko anu amount 100 Ghana, 300 Ghana, 400 Ghana. Minia, where you are the pa? I could afford young son care Sikano. Sikano, Mampany, so the other could afford in our back. And you know, correct. And your political talk. Now, minority don't take a decision. Sometimes I can say, minority obo ahafo bono adeburu is region yelia obo kuntre sani amana akuafo na kanyina ha na dia kwato otufo setutwa bebi anim ye de kwato otufo anim se de owura mahama ade akuafo afaso ni se na akuafo sebe wo mo eka eti wo otufo enka me dentia no se wantia I was minority any akuafo organ na nyina kwa demonstration any tia mampanyini a yebeko
okay asemo na ograde na nkanim se Erikopoku ya Greek minister. Gauriji ni man wo free. Just a Ebenezer kan ntia na kaka na nto. Enti gone de yankanya hwe kura ofri mantamu a yenya koko kase firi mbrase. Enso no obi a woko. Wodi ma koko osori a wati radio so am kram ye koko akwani, we koko akwani. Erikopoku ni koko fo da he.
Why koko akwani ani koko na wa he.
Ena mi busa busa na wa riti mi ni koko fo da he.
Minia
e wa san kwari ana se wa he.
Minia je kana minya ama wo se aboaje. Why? Oba ye wa ma magi be chem kwanta so oba be si ayi ba bi ye be yankoko ene ko he enkrante na di wa agoro but ko na ko san kore so be si agreki bi o sadi ai ko ye bi ho nyina ta dan yi ni am ye din ko mo ye bu mema o si aboaje
na me ye din ko ma se wonti krom ya na ayi asemi ba ye ti koko ebuosu a mampani ka so no kura no we koko kwani
oh
ari koko po anga se no si koko kwani eti o nya di
na mampanyine kwa so ye koko kwani mampanyine koko na wai ari koko ni koko na wai
se ari koko dia mu ni nya na origin mu eti o koko fu abekunu
tie me asabna ye kan ya me si o fi sankori o ana me fra bo sankori to abo me just about 10 kilometers
eti o koko fu ho
ni koko fu da dai me am no kasai me am no kasai the whole Ghana 2003 2005 me na nan I wade me ma me gba wiase what the cocoa more than 5,000 bags of cocoa yet in a natural best farmer what I cocoa tell wa what do cocoa that way
na ana and tro no mu di tell na
they say Bible say woman na momni le kabre ni dura
enti erikopoku du cocoa fuo ana ma tira na sa television so cocoa fuo no
2028 is just around the corner. The see your entry. Ghana for media make catchable.
Wallahi.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Sabi, na dan kwa Kufuado, any cocoa 3,100. Not Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, no a vice president. Yamia do me mu bi so yetiase. E kwa bia so, ya be makuafo ni age. E bi se kwa na dan kwa Kufuado, e fa so any Ivory Coast. E si share ya cocoa 31 no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onimini nyina. Ghana kuafo nya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mu jidire. Na me say wonya wo mo 419. Said the Wura Mahama aye kuafo 419.
Okay. Me da se chairman nyame ya no akine beto aso why?
Me me da se bro.
Thank you very much abusia mene Benjamin Obensetre okọ ahafo regional when ye regional chairman for the New Patriotic Party, very vocal man. I pay nano Saturday man not to vocal. Any of for the Kushias. Asama na me can be amate. Eti na me pro challenge say. I'm a penny John Jaman what dear trust Ghana for. Was one no koko fro. O boy can be credit me free kakro. Na me busa say e wo boli anase we he. Boli ho no do koko ho. Say amudu koko a mampani koko fo da he mon kancha me mia matuka Africa krade ha adrabu to bole akwahwe ko video aba yini TV so mo bia hebi ari kopoko ya a Greek minister akoka say wonu we koko kwani we koko farmer dan he sympathize with the koko farmers mampani kabi chama say ari kopoko nu wonu koko fo bia wasankwa do krom ho wonu koko fo ho enso say we koko kwani no ni koko fo na esuo way back November, December, January, February, March, April uncha koko kwafo ka by what time over 200 million and the quarter pampers diaper pampers and the amount of school for only almost 400 million young koko nketengete yancha koko kwafo ka okroma babi adu no abna ane o chema ba momra na mubrenie ensam no asi krom ya na busia ya nsam ka ye benwu akokono na o se boye enu superu mamu boni se ya akwa
wola fire burning let them know say we dey fire burning menewa erade menewa minyame
to power, even though they don't have capacity, they are giving.
Mummayan speaking one voice. Let's direct our.
Now he's sick. Our noble chairman, he honored him for him to join us in National Council, but he can't come because he's sick. He's sick. And from Buno, I moved to Western region. That time Western and Western North was the same. There was a astute businessman called Chairman Candice. And the
Abra sewa many of us. Ochamaba yesenchel. Ejana so. Abranti aboko de. Bibia se ye de. Sister yesu di pa. Kemoni odi sister kwa de bi hu bi da.
Me de ne se me ye bibia.
Akamna abran
me ye bibia bi.
Asa.
Okay. Emfani pan konso mu ni ade ne de.
Who news be kura me no.
Samum.
Wo ye wadwuma mo hana ye adwuma no. Wutimi fa ka. Na na no me abana ga mu so no ya wadwuma ya adwuma no utimi fa ka akọ yesi kwasimintim na akọ kwasebe na yesi ni na minim na
kwasimintim
formation kura me no abana de ya kata so de ya so nte uni mo bia kwasimintim yo abana bokọ de uni mo bia kwasimintim uni mo bia okay
my sister na no ba si on obi em
me you feel ama sanu mu ho
oh make me you because mintim na me jimo bi pass kwasimintim na every
na no say me video ni nya ha
my sister Penny na no what ba si akọ no obi em ana me ka na o
sister na akọ no na sister Penny
kwasimintim
ayo de emfasia Masa, information kura me no. Me yanyi matinyo.
Mo fancy ha say.
Ma dem me wo.
Mo fancy. Mo fancy na.
Me person, ko simitim ne bia bibia sa ni wo sa ndi.
Na wo.
Bibia sa no.
Mo fancy ha o no bi hwe ye free feel.
Aye very important.
Me wo fi mo muso ko simitim na bibia ni wo.
Bibia ni wo.
Akosimitim.
What you no kind? Kwesimintim de.
Ana, onyu kwesimintim su furu mi a bibia no bibia o.
Ayo yate. Yankwai.
I'm as white as snow.
Yankwai hin yasa chefri nsam ne de dos na yankwam.
Yo, abra me saje. Okay, senior, ano pay nsam no mienu na me pesa me boso.
Okay.
Nidi kan say ye man peniste na ode ye ka because when you kokoo nsam no furu mu a oba na energy sector fuel no so ode ye ka o.
Okay.
Ye dia me kasa ne say per report and data by 2024 2025 say you use approximately that's the projection of year say 17.5 billion liters of fuel and you use on my Ghana for industrial purpose for your cars near there but the credit money 8.7 billion liters.
At what period?
2024 2025.
Okay.
2025 2026 cramp on say increment about I think that there's an increment of 17.something percent and so back account.
Okay.
It's ever say 8.7 billion liters credit use on my Ghana every year. Yes, every year. Osha petrol nkwano on my Ghana issue 3.10 billion liters.
Okay.
And this year 2.86 billion liters. Until the bomb 5.7 billion liters of fuel. And you saw my Ghana.
Okay.
Ama penisi yen titi 20 billion taxes.
Levis bi na bia dada so but yen hu ye. Minister no say in the coming days bi na on be hu.
And this on 16th of this month. That's alternate Thursday.
Okay.
So mo shiro mo yin that's cabinet decision mo buy.
Okay.
But the baby am gina say Doomsday levy ni there so be you so on you. Wajen for a year because of July last year.
Yeah.
And GRF for process or more Doomsday levy no. So 5.7 billion liters no I'm penning calculate say no yenya 5.7 billion dollars anambwa because 5.7 billion liters of fuel and it's 5.7 billion Ghana cedis initial I said dollars Ghana cedis and on you say for energy sector recoveries be near there to solve our energy problems near and we know say energy problems still now exist what is here 5.7 billion Ghana cedis no am penny be bu nkonta nkyere yansa some taxes and levies not the because the saka because I know the charge for a year July April May June July 3 months ahead of us am penny 1 year our GNs how do so levy no 1 cedi on a liter of fuel and I'm calculating say you 5.7 billion liters fuel oh my God
now first of all now say cabinet meeting na needed because before say I just instruction keke so kwa France obedu kroma na no so for cabinet meeting say only minister na transfer bia because the decision say do so levy na mu ye no say we instruct minister say when take processes na ebi am be call parliament ni anama ko jefu eti that's a call for a cabinet meeting am first of all
man the second coming up so just so transparent am but nim say ye Ghana for
there's nothing wrong with so be transparent
the entire person say even koko aya teso okra say no ofra cabinet meeting koko go na wa teso say am say gba
we dey 25 million no what Africa cabinet meeting
ya say bit why dey na koko bo na sakoso you know say 1 2 3 4 5 factors bi na ama ebo no so ate into ye nim dada ye nim sam dada into cabinet no kwetena wona wakade asem na ye no mo de solution e dia bere yen you see you know the makers of person just transparent no not to say in a positive manner but all ya de ebo kokomu a obese ye hu so onye hwe but he's doing something bad
okay
yes amampani the transparency na me kan waso no e wo that angle no anya say bi o kan kre na akire yen but o ebribi kokomu enti me de me send say 5.7 billion Ghana cedis no e dum so le no bubu nkontansa levis bi no say be ye no won de to so me no e ye said na tamakro atiemu satienu satienu I think say Ghana
yes oba Ghana
yes so oba Ghana you see oko US on district court enye high court to district court
yeah
and etumi ahye say some extradition treaty bi da Ghana ne US for 1931 na lawyer for Accra extradition treaty US UK because we were colonized by the British UK it mrana e dey anu a Ghana na for ya ho it was some ran wo ho but you reckon for that time dey omo de ne ba sa equation mo no you fit be disproportionate disproportionate just say any go ebra kind of rata mbemu ha kind of rata the enimu a report by ya ICU for air can say on Indian overstay the visa overstay the visa so be Ghana ya fa kind of rata kwagina court am you
on court bia
what you say but said na time macro no 78 counts on any Daniel Axim no Daniel Axim ko 2 years be ja no cuz ono ne say on 5 years wo hwe said na time macro ne abrantia no o mienu enoma mo ye ne count ye de bo mo a conspiracy to stealing just o confirm ba
wo kwa kasa bre we ne na kokoto ama court was ye di na asem o di guess na say ye di na asem o Ghana say ye fa no ko tum 10 years anu adwane when your friend a fugitive from justice in January when bro funa gase ase de man nya ayide na
e kan de no
what you say enti when de ono ya na kokot ya bua no kumfo
sure 2024
bua na teze of the anu adwane
almost 2 years
ya so ya nya mua na fa no kokot en fa ntanse bia mo and na kokot
nabi ya fa kan kokot but me gase said na tamakro de he say we 2 years wa brochiro because me ka say April 2024 16th April so
on passes judgment no
I court passes judgment no but in the Ghana court etumi shembra nyehwe but US court eyeketo akora to be kan na ye dia ye eduma me problem no
asa court de eyeketo ho
oh but district court high court was also
fine but in brem no guess you court
high court akan fantastic we 2 years ho the US extraditing na fana Ghana ha but say na wado say na why be omo court ye be go US way district court Ghana uba mbremu ye high court was saying district court Ghana ha no etumi ase twin fan number Ghana ha but Ghana high court kan ya ye gwani membu court nim tia ambasam kire say ana US no omo ya borofo no omo diction omo kasa borofo no omo ye omo slang ni ye
emra ya djumo kro me anu se emra ya djumo
ana se emra bia emra
Ghana ha emra djuma the laws are there but you find judgment
what the Ghana
you understand
what the Ghana etutu wo de Ghana ya mara etutu enye ye oh because Ghana no hu ukọ hono mu a emra no it doesn't favor few people but oba Ghana
e favor kan ipo kakere
yes emra no de amayate ase say ye nyina ye wo equal right but emra no de wukọ mremu wo hwete ne Ghana no ma ekọ na e favor ni pakume bi enti se ni na wo ka no a district court say asem ya district court intimi anka high court krampo na Kenya we busui high court create to me aka amane buso na me twa wanu amanfo e de ono ne de no e compare ye rakeno for yata de no won sade ba kwa de bia ya meka ne se Ghana for dodo na de follow blindly yenwe yenkan yentiase ansa na ye bekasa ya kasa
we sure
oh yes
why
in the first place crampo na OSP ne oni wo kwan so betumi declare ye rakeno for yata so e fugitive because why not court ben e na ebu no for say ampa charges na wo de bono no wo di hu for inta wo say yakwafa ne ba nipa no watu kwan wo the notice buy into some mob one for a to say said na mudie ya ene ye ka se extradite na de na ba ene masemu odu what you say masemu odu na nipa no enye se bia wo bua no fo ene wadwane anase won pese wo beba na utu be gina national television na utu e declare ni say fugitive ye not to read hwan so a bibia ne akwanyina di adanse ye say wo ankasa no wo sheda any charges pepe bia de bebo Iraq no fulata
me ma asem ne say nam tamakuru ampa US court no dia ba say yo mra kruma no ma 7 J10 me question ha me ne say pulling oba krom ya John Dramani Mahama ne NDC foi eba ma said nam na kodam 10 years no wonsa mo na that is my question
eno dia enye
adwuma enye say
enye adwuma
na krom ya eba sa na ebu court mra so krom yo
menam enye adwuma
si yemfo bi court na so mfa no ntum dia wo bu court mra so
akodi oba
ko content of court great me say ayire ho no a
wo say akodi ye de ne beko but the number of years e wo so wo twa nya de wo betwa na ba ko no axim ne friends Daniel no o twa 2 years bia say on na mo o twa 2 years wo be fie awa yi na mana be fie
abra me dem who say contempt of court in memo ha because say US up to never Ghana ha is a from nsem Ghana mu nsom
no me ka say
enya Ghana so na bu anofo enya US na bu anofo Ghana court na bu anofo
oh ye bu anofo
ye bu anofo yes anu adwane akọ anu ye de mra atabiri so mra kroma enti oba ha court no nsem na ho dadaw court ma judgment dadaw
tell me na no ho ye bu na asem na ya abambe na so MPP si abambe na so NDC is he
enti omo fa no ntum
and probably say question there na very very legit Accra crime in 15 years district court man 15 years high court say me amehwe me nua judge ni otra asam so embrand yan kasa but the judgment harsh what do you mean say the judgment ni harsh of you to know say on your own plea first a conviction on your own plea ni indigenous we dey move for no eno no mra no mu no edo ya spell out clearly say ya na tie 15 years 10 years say ya kopim de o na wu nu ya judge ni on so kita de say mra we bua say 15 years na judge ba ko so ka tell say no conviction dey dey no but jail no ana sentence no na no wo share na what do you mean
na ye de obi akotu 15 years na ye te so krampo a o twa 1 year e wo ko he yemfa so wo mo enhye otwa 1 year na ye tumi and kwadro ye de bo ni na wodi hu fo na ye tumi de na akona wo de wo ka se sentence na ye ha hye krampo a ye tumi ti 15 years ama na be ka 1 year enti Ghana ne yanka nkire wo se emra no e favor wo mo e wo sika se wo wo sika ene emra no favor wo ni sika enti said na me a wo bia na ba na tusuwe e bia wa kwa akodemu a se on be ye frakadam kakra wa kwa akodemu a ye bia 1 year 2 years so be fie asem ya ye kenye fansan baby
US court hospital titi MP kan so mo up to now the bizarre said that ye bu anfo e wo Ghana ha
pija mic rim kakra koso ma
da fa cheme e da ye bu anfo wo Ghana ha no na the same court na asan ho enye nde no mote sa the court no no mo ho it you be so o ka chere Ghana for me so mo ka chere say NPP na ntumi ntu ana mo ama extradition process no ntumi go through ama na ba Ghana ha na say NDC ba ba mu no ana mo tuma ama extradition process na go through
ochema
omo nko bi no mudi o
eno na say MPP for the free ase
yes
but wo sha bra from April to December MPP for the free suidie na process na ntumi go through it wo mo the free ase
baba the free ban say the omo ye na say bia omo extradition so mbra Ghana maybe bibi ehu bia o na ba na wo so ntonya o was privilege ni say in dey otumi ba
fi
asema make me da mbeka se me yedifo maame no ba bedu kromia ye be kata so tia na je wi ani am appointment wo do ha be kasa me kan ye be ya said nam dia na de wo de asema make mark my words wo ba was sa ba bedu kromia ye be konjo ma ne de na ba we ntimi ne be kasa oh man man pani ntimi man pardon
oh okay confirm pardon
o wi na dia na asie ya mo atofo sen kwadu wanya finance minister Bank of Ghana eboshi ya mo kwadu wanya Ghana usima mo dangerous o
aba o clear wo mu nyina nso
ba bia sikasam ni ade na wo wi se sika bi fa ne nsa wona ko pay court say wa ko so financial loss no wa pardon wo mu nyi wi a sad na koto ho Bank of Ghana governor na ada no Minister for Finance una ada no ayi college da mu nyina wo ba de wo na sad na mtema kure case 90 million ha 90 million weska mesia ba partner man appointment to kromia
even me heartless pa o
very serious
no cry dwedi ni ba an ho hyehye command bibia was like Ghana we wicked pa oba awu na no mba de diga e o kantamanto omu gashi komo music ko mu medi wa unu se skasa nya de soft loans eye maslock fa komo wo mo osisi medi ma conspire hwia sika no kwambo ne so me de I think say emra ne enimu nsen sabi
but na me nim se kokko akuafo no ye tuo mu ka wotie chairman no update ye ntuo mu ka preo me se me ne papa bi kosi ai wore wonu su to kokko de bia Kumasi anu se me nyame kwa Kumasi mu akonfu amanfo de pressure amano no ba oluma wie na ne de wose gwa wudi dada amanfo ma ne pressure nso na musa ne nuanum bia sa konfo makoji jiska no government ni first kan mera wo mu fanti akoko akuafo no fa onfa mai mu fambo up to now
ojegu wa se wose wo keep single legacy bia anti wontu yaka
6 months ni
ba sikaba system no mu yentua o muka
ne trise esi aso yusu tactics bi some tactics bi ni ntwabutu bi ni ade na ma ene na erokopoko mu yusu na we ene se we kokoko kwini a uko wo di o ana se wo won from purchasing collection okay so purchasing collection no aba wo from mo koko crash o di koko ko a because dada na won o ko akwaja nya ka che so he said the niska on dey ko fa boto bedro na wo di abada na ne yakari no sano mo ka no ko fa the same boto bra na de beje ba ko na wo dada no sikan fako na se sia sa di carry forward dada no ne asa de gum na wa tweme 3 months times once and the ebufu no say so the 3 bags na de ko ya ne asa o san fa 3 bags bra by mo 1 bag ka sika
na strategy ben no
yes it is a wunni kokko wo ho a wunni kokko wo ho
a jama uskari bi
mo bi oh na said in Western North yeah yewra friend say cry na kwame aya kokko fan ya friend okay the same thing me fro bi wo the same thing so okra kokko bottom yensa na wo dada be 6 months in Jama wa ne so de ko edwuma na petre ba sambra bim
to office campaign na nkwa edwuma
and say be oche say be friends na mo kan say okra
pam no kwasia no
fitire no kwache no pam no kwasia no ogwache okoko kuafo fitire ejo fa bottom yensa be kan 6 bags ni am 1 bag sika sefa ko e bo ko itumi cha na obi ya tete Ghana koko bottom say odi nusa na am tete Ghana say jina fa bibide na otuko no kra ka chere say mo mpesika nya hwe mo pesika na mo de ye koko kuafo say be
na mo kra mo kra no bo aba fam ti ne mu hia no
tete Ghana mo tumi to mo bag be 5 kg
mo kan sa asem no
oh na wo ani won follow na nkwa wie yo o kan sam o
oni pe bia se 32 no be 64 a undumi kan de sen se o
kan sam pa o ko ye no kan sam pa
goku ekwani ben pa na ne ba ko university o mo ba mo so maduye koko college e de am koko ekuafo mba koko college asan so am koko ekuafo mba scholarship
na man tisi yes wo ma release ska bi ari ma koko ekuafo na me be kan me story so
yeti ye nyina ye hu
na ye ska no mo release ma koko ekuafo no
ati se common fa
yeti ni se e kan doso e kan doso nti e bia sa brene ska no ko ye ni obi ampo e no obenya bi
ye ka billions o the thousands aba unye hwe o de o ka billions a ye fa thousands into billions o de ka fa million metu billions oh ntini ya mo ye no de so watu ni di kakraka me o mo discover o be hwe na 1000 but billions e ka billions na da o
me program akudie LGBTQ+ ada na asofo no enfrom na nsi from enko maham mampani ho enko kekabi nche no because it seems that what be kan krom here wo position wo kan say wo be do pounds wo kan say enya priority LGBTQ+ na no na platforms no kasa no no se die no kasa na mama no bibia okay die me say mo me ani die mu na me busa wo bibia yi okay die
won say Ghana for yen ya
bibia o mo me kan grow krom yo and pandemic kan atemo da ma obia o mo me kan krom say hu politics na ye no abena yenya san go say wiye yo wo be wako atemo da ho enti wo se tumi a wo penti no de ade awie wo se LGBT anya priority na na so obi ansan tie nto bentia na oba abesan no na no yare ade ntia
ena make a trust say Ghana for nkasa ne yen nya atwem won say asofo binum esowiti ai pa e wa abanda dan no abreso anu omo ye ne so won sign omo ne pressure egu no so say won sign abra na ebinum tebri ye ko pray e wo Supreme Court ayesio yen twen na Supreme Court di na temu obewie a ansan na e besen aya sign pono asofo bi esowiti ye kaseti aye e me ye de yamanyosam enti aba ne sign ena ne ono hye bo se oba e wo be sign no waba ya wɔka asɛm foforɔ yɛntumi nka hwe mfentia no asɔfo bi no a wɔn kasa yɛ di ti abɛnda da no ɛwɔ de concerning this particular bill no nti no and they are telling us that we shouldn't politicize LGBT. Some George nso aka bi say we shouldn't politicize. And I say, hey, na some George when wu adeɛ saa. Now what ka bi?
David.
Oh.
David, you know kai fella squat to there is some George you want to back say.
I'm telling you na watch etwa mu ya na okwache che
laptop o so anenso.
Messi Sam George aka bi say mama yam politicize LGBT.
The speech no e was that day no all teacher lab coding for laptops no.
Messi Sam George.
Wonu na ka sa
Sam George aka asam foforo na meka kire wi.
Hey.
Sam George aka bi say mama yam politicize LGBT.
I no so man pani ansan no peace no. No peace no one.
Messi wakabi me show video na bro.
David we there.
Sam George enye won wasa abena ke.
David na no meteze onu so ka se. Wo kasa no no nya adwene ade na no sa atene.
Say ono kra na make kasa the X page minim say hu sa the screenshot of the X page say dear X the bra na emu idea in this phone to me MP kasa or members of ono no to me gina na so to make sure say Mahama comes back to power. It was say na dwuma ya ne say o kan say hunu na Mahama ba power say wa ba wiye no was say ma me politicize LGBT no ni na ne yemu na yemu oman no
Sam George
say or the kika ya so betumi Mahama ba power and that was the agenda na ekuta no nti me anyama wa MPP communicators no agenda no as mo ntumi mbo ma na nyame de say mo ntumi mbo agenda no ma na nyame do because agenda Sam George boy no and there to tell us say oh na say beduru we akonsusu issue e bayi konsusu na 9 million years ago odikudia konsusu say obe clear no na no maintain say MPP communicators can be
omo de dey
9 million Ghana cedis ekodia konsusu
na bia
a wild plant but omo so omo do mbedua anya plant idua but omo so omo do omo go into
9 million
turkey berry production 9 million me amfie ebi so kra so do so me hia bia na matram dia ba pesi is it that thing yendia 9 million Ghana cedis to into a turkey berry production konsusu ya kan wasan ba ku menu miensa abantia na esina so kwa in spinal cord surgery no waka obey obi ejaka
na why na wo mso be youth in electric motor bike model 52,000 ano mo ne ba dey youth in electric motor bike model
ombeye okada nti mame woko adum FM4 page Sam George na sama wakan ne da ho o se ma yem politicize LGBT
onyi mame hey Sam George ka ba mi ngonga papa LGBT Sam George
o se ma
woni ni ko ba ko ye di da no so krom ya se e ba de ye de obeka biaman no fele squatu for su kan de Sam George nso be se ana Sam George fisi sei
evident is okay o
se ye ne ko tu sika no so nkasa
oton gold ono oton gold he ne abere me di omo ya o ye di Catholic Bishop Conference do omo de krata de aba over the weekends omo de krata ba I think the last weekend in omo de ba but as omo de wada 3 pages aden 3 page.
Let's not politicize LGBTQ+. Sam George calls for you. Hey!
Sam George na wakan
10th April.
Yes. Ene da ben. Into Friday no na wakan asam no. Osama ye mfa LGBT ni mfanye eye serious issue a ye mfanye amanyosam. Sam George ne kan asam wi. Into Friday wo bedru abem no hu ni LGBT.
Speaking on the matter, he stressed that the issue goes beyond party lines, which should not be reduced to partisan politics. Sam George, hey, now I'm of integrity, yes,
only.
Hey, and see, sir, me, yakeka woman se misi ni, o share abrana womo, ewo opposition, ni sabre womo aba bemu, woman sembia womo kanye. Opposition 8 years no na wode tutu ne sabre wo mu ekin ho a na madwuma na mbisa me ho say inti posters na your friends e manse musa ne post na wode ba no
o fen say Musa Dankwa.
Say Samja girlfriend Georgina Sam. Samja Georgina Sam. Georgina Sam. Say is watch the atade na watch. Mama say Georgina Sam. I want to.
Oh, entina bisa me ho say 98% ne 70 ahia percentage na ya wode ba say Ghana for a route for the NDC. Na wo mu believe say the NDC is in the right direction, no. Na me bisa me ho say wo mu nya no he. Sa Ghana for no omu hye wo mu he no mototo wo mu ani. Because NDC really Ghana for 29 years. Omo really Ghana for 29 years. Now what's na wo dream now we show all the developmental projects a ho do a ewo oman mu ni NDC aye ni MPP aye nyina. We MPP dey ni free ma wan sha Ghana ye besin akọ 1950 so. Ye besin akọ yechi because on sheda nye bibia okokan ye beka say yamanyosam na emom asoman ye pese ye kọ yenim ye pese ye ka no kure kire ye mpanimfo na wo say ye yamanyosam efrim na ye ma wo mu hu ni se ne mu ye enya de eboa yen sabre ye ka say ye konfie mienu ne ye John Dramani Mahama wo san ebaaye bisa ho se enuama ben e na wotumi aye so ye bibi na anko ye ne ye kokan se ye si o e ya ban dada na breso ye kan se ye si ye ban dada na breso adano kasua demolition ye kokoso e wo honi me wo se member of parliament baako efro no constituency akwa wo kwa defend na akoyo na nasma waka ne se demolition exercise no pono wo ma mfrase e wo we na breso no mu frase o mevi sa wakunsi na breso why because ekoso no na wo mo treat wo e wo hono na de hye ne kase wo ma fe wo former member of parliament intete sa de yempe kwan bi a ye ri begu no hu fi a onya attractive crampo en fama constituent no e ba ne so man ye be de ne yakoyi no.
Oh God. Krona masa mo passport a to woni Burkina e say igura hwan de Cote d'Ivoire Ghana for Cote d'Ivoire no you have no idea
for passport nko we fa o ka fa ichira o ko baby a send the we chire ya
eh serious o asem perifo no mo de ya adwene di agro omo petumi omo kasanko omo nya tumi no omo kasanko sa na ebu man sa na gu for de ye
dai sasa no mo ade omni frase enzi no e fa retaliatory politics retaliatory brofo ben na mechanism retaliatory politics yes into no you do me I do you man no go verse into o ye me a say na mo frase mo bie kwa na to so yes you be retaliate ya me aduma all things being equal 2028 2027 euro 2028 no obi be retaliate na say no dey frase retaliatory politics no frase
but you see anya dey ya de pa esese e kasetia asem wa media make kan enya de ya de pa ese kasetia because penimu de o kan asem na gidi tumi wi a o ba no aye na mo mu du akosoro ba mo penimu kasem a sei se mi gina se unse o kase nye o kan ntam o kase asem so ntam ntu anya ka fra wonte
na ma na kase any priority o no kase o ba be mu ade pepe be no ya any priority no wo ye sometimes there na mo ye mu bi wo akwese ye de ye edwumu but asem na she boso to the extent say ye party for communicators no o mo bisa question no Mahama ngasa John Mahama o man pene de what is way sebi oba be mu a ade papa ben na Mahama so esi na ni su asu bi a oba de abo man o no ngasa oba yi 1 year some 4 months ade papa ben na Mahama ye oba 4 years ago 2013 2017 ade papa ben na his excellency John Dramani Mahama ye ya che say anu nti ye nyan mo no bu man ya ade yango ono di ade papa ben sebi ade papa ben na Mahama na ngasa oba be mu make say 5 years ni because in the first 4 years second 1 year Mahama papa bay sebi ibros no sisi uremu no anase nkonkora en confirm na nya tu ko Burkina no anase dum so no di efe mu no ana western region na nanom mo betina wiemu e wo Jubilee Park say ono mo ba be kasa na mo 10% of oil revenues na no na ono no you should give us a break Mahama me sebi akwese me oye the focus here e wo manimu ba sebi say ka say obi a mampeni a yansabo akwa o de nyansa de bo man no a oni ba kokura sei wa bon Mahama de wa bon
na wotwe wie ye NDC for yi bi Hamza Suhu Junior se hwan oti ni interview na ono nso simprempra ye ka se otumi de nsesi no bo e ka se NDC aban ende weka bia ka e wokrum ha
waka bia ka se
aban adwuma ye fo e was aban di obia ka all sectors all the on di obia ka na me bisa say ana ye can atmosphere one for echo moon will be into we are in a different planet because I don't get it. Yawa Ghana unless for demonstrate teacher for demonstrate na mo teachers amoba ya mo be fa wo mo krampo no wo mu su say yentua wo mo ka obi su say ono ne ka de krampo ma ye krampo ne yetua ne ka na wo wia kokwakuafo mo de wo mo ka o be ka tire say aban anu obi aka e wo krom ha sei mo de agi di agura na say mo ye den
the best about that, my 30 seconds. I'm in Fanda, Ebusiafo yi ase. I think say no come no kasa na say mo krom ben so. Na de menya na ba. Menya na. E dia mtie me so mo na. Me wo fa ase na awo. Na enra ekoto ne din dan yankropo aso. Mozama so dem. E wo ben so ntino so for wusu ana oda Mozama so no ano. Mozama na. Ene adofo meja yen. Ebusiamu obi a vat. Ben so man omo che odopa. Vat adoma ko ye no na edoso ba ne endoso say ni omo che ye ho no. Akwa say edom bebrebe kra omo che odopa ntino enche family ene Asante family ye kambom na ya da obi ase so obeja ye ma me wo fa ase e bantimena na etuni din a.
Thank you very much. Achema ba ye sentene abna se wa mani ampemede ase papa nyame ya adom ne tiase a ye sane beto aso bio but enu amu ne ji football chi no brekum Chelsea any baby any Gold Stars game omu ko boy in fact nyame yanim nukre ne ya ntia asem de se brekum Chelsea Barca na omu di free baby any bese aba back to no akomukafo am Roberts akwa attack Barca no e ma player baako from pon omu di 12 buni teacher say ama brantie dia beto ja say wo free mu o ma attack Barca no pa seriously a chese nya sem papa ai nei brekum Chelsea official comedy statement aba ema football pundit ne word more commentators ne rane about the issue very bad am Roberts no makase say unko pia bi suda ye kan say unti ase how these guys when we are very deadly very wicked ko highway webro unko pia so masa na nyame nkan ho a bas no tutu bo mu ebidwane koto fobus ni ade ba ko de omu to bonity from Paul no a striker ko fa no kura firi aduana no omu no brekum Chelsea second window yaw bobo no tuoku no ama bia prepare pa very sad yesterday Ghana police service asem we no munye hwemu nkosi ase na brekum Chelsea fo no su nyina no ye mamu kafra ni asa mamu yako because yes ye nya sempa Ghana Football Association up to date omu release statement na katakira ku ngo fo no bia just onyu omo antiase o papa no ngo fo no rani no kromi ana asem we asi anadwo bi msamre din platform so din na me fo mo kransie so sad so sad abrantie na free mu ya from pon obani Emmanuel Kwabranto kono me mache na honam bokode
abu onam de nyame na adom ahonde no ho na ayo hosam no ho nti ayo hosam so
e be ni dey
de nya kokudru na de anope me that is from over the last week I was off radio and TV because and I'm on my sister pain and the also my mama so me no twem ya so na mama so no so obaya nyame dia nti abu
ani amenti
asotole bien pa na watu en
kafra na mama o yakọ why
medase abu na ode ni nyina na chino de nya akukuduru so na yeba na yeboboa magana otumpon because democracy na nyina e dey see enwado no nyida yeja ma mframa fufum ehwa mambufu olokodia nyama wade wato ejejemi na shede ode anyina yebo modene yeboa na ye rescue this country from the hands of ebusuanchemfa aban nti aba
okay
and then the oho ayohono so ayoho na nso ode make sure the bibiara
kafra ma yakopa so say na manu gusu ameka brekum Chelsea si ameka sa wi na emse ketekreku awo message ni so ma me say me the message
unfortunately
what's the message about okay so Ghana Football Association ketekreku almost the statement about on the issue about robbery case a course between brekum Chelsea no very sad Toko no me say Sebinto with down. I'm Roberts me attack you that. No master mask clothes like yeah, can't just
Eric the sad incident.
Yes, 25th March 2024. Just say we need to helpless like
almost 2 years in here.
1 year
2024 and 2025.
So a year is it about 2025?
Yeah, to about
2024. Yeah, 2025. Yeah. 2025. Yeah, challenge is you. Now, it's you just say no mess you. Because no boys no kwada no a. No tramon sisi wi no ana. Wo mu krom. What I say very sad. Na me fa na krensie. Na me fa krensie pa.
O mu de nipa na raho. Them football and some.
Yo, so ball mu aye wo ye. Enu egum say medium afo agu anim ase. Se kotoko pa for net. Enu edisa mankoi. Was gam dia ro na be ba krum ha. Nti for net la just say na bad pa. You coach ni there. Anyway, Ghana to announce new Black Stars coach today. Nti coach ni aye hwe kwan ne. Na Black Stars your coach a ye de ne call World Cup no on be announce. The metiti no we foreigner we nyam bia 4 months ase na de ma no we wie no we de call World Cup no wie a ye kofa coach ya we de me esa na me wuro do enti ye na ye be announce your coach at ne call World Cup no de da hono no so the football woni nyi ho
abu football apart from family love football you know your second love.
Oh okay.
And sana politics obey necessary politics they take over.
Oh okay.
Unfortunate but football they are the main you na abu answer na mokom ka sedo ma me fenchi asronko mo fama ma papa kor wo fa na nakofi Prah o kwesimin team anope minimum dey we mber all share wo free batani or you be our ardent follower of your programs I will know sika ntina nakofi Prah no pay me chi osronko me gide bibia boko enya Takoradi ade no me gide de no yoboko abu no korani ehwe Blasters ever since I mean started the move follow Blasters there is not a single year Blasters them comedian acrobat baka Blasters no chere asama aba na asam so the blaster de asam mpa wo ho na megidi de anyi nyina de yebo modern na yeboa na blaster wotumoko
ya don't me de from pon picture na ma that to so maybe na bu player no
anyi nyina yeboa na yebo kuhwe na ya support national team no no boko America, Mexico, Canada World Cup 2026 na bibia yi. As for the prospects of a coach in a Amdebi Amaka or the prerogative of the football people. Federation you know I wanna know take now so abu ekadalaka ebeka nsam onyi de ka osane de dama abani boni otri or the bibiara one man mu ode ya politics especially abra no opposition now so wala ka kira wana no why offended abu abra Blasters what the mark recruiting kakra it is some functionaries of this government working especially Ura Sam George I say Neketo kroku you be a bola I say sika wia oninti na what the Blasters no what am recruiting no I say what can it's in there you to me akade abana to do including the sports minister in the Neketo kroku wo pere wo wia Ghana sika inti na we Otuado if you want to work for Biaba. And on your Otuado not qualify and World Cup.
Yeah.
In the midst of all the challenges, he was able to qualify us. In time of them no see. Why? Wako bo friendly match we lose inti and so. Wako bo friendly match. Yes. No lose to Germany. No lose to Austria. What is it? Why? FIFA rankings them confune woni enima. And the friendly matches are what we're in no or you're part of the preparation towards the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's although I expected that the main incident in your bottom way see. It's what part of catch there. new coach na oba kwakofa no wode na aba no ono na oba be miracle into oba no oko World Cup no lose 2 matches away from no be fear ono so oba sack na look Abu look I'm a football purely in the business field.
Mate,
I want to run the football. No? I want to run the football with Ghana from club level to the AFA level. Abu, everything is in a mess, including my own party, MPP. In the NDC. Who at the cross Ghana Football Association Sports Ministry in the GFA wana. One pedal when you know when your opportunity no one serve or man one pedal would pass. One bar and now one more about politicians and about victims. In the F you know what's now. But I mean me there. Obey no quar or you sika bona offer ho no win. No one to me find your football ni ye no. No other than my dinner or the bar. It's in Abu I made the unfamous player coach Obuka fan. Obuka for coach Obutu more than $50,000 a month. Obeje no ho yin nyina obewi ase no within the next 3 months Obuka World Cup obewi ase no ya abaka bro.
Let us see. Yemuna politics mu kakra ba president civil society organization Kushia na say ba kwa can say we are beginning to enjoy some of the lowest prices of fuel. Unfortunately, they run Israel war happened. John Dramani Mahama say nanka niema ya fuel ni ade but Iran ni we no buy na ma niema boy na no nim say na Ukraine ni Russia de ba no say
Abu Manase
yengrom kaka
no quarry ame the mark on way free the mark on almost every radio TV station marko marker
there
President Mahama Otedona ame njinindi onya no kwafo of the man.
He's a president of the republic.
I don't care. On your you
don't believe the president.
I don't believe in his statements because on your beer can acquire other man. Name other people there, but I mean on can acquire, and I have a lot of statements he had made since 2012. My disregard of the president's statement started the Mumbu president Mahama Okan. That time not yet president, no yeah vice president, no but yeah acting president. Especially by acting president after the unfortunate death of Professor Mills. And I'm a manager president Mahama Indi. When it comes to economic decisions and its performance result are all churned out because almost everything President Mahama waka ma wabaka de say presidential aspirant or they tum wankasa the whole aspirant to tum catch Ghanaian people there or they twa ko kakra na ka no kwara kakra ansa na butu my president in time President Mahama all kasa meeting na ebie the mo wie no na me hu there akohwisam suwum in time onya mo wanwa do all kadamasi because them one second President Mahama should be the last person use as a genius issues in the world not the bakasafa the reason Ghana economy he should be the last person to make those statements because so many your team wa Ghana said the year 2020 from March to December for solid 10 months. You took me to yen airport, you took me to yen seaport, you took me to yen land ports. You to yen BBRMko. International trade was stop, especially baby on me and Sikakese. Nina wait. You so wa omanu mankasano yes mama ka mama nipa mfi nkra na Takoradi mama nkwafo mfi nkra no Kumasi because why then we close the entire borders why because yare baba economic trade akufom to the extent the president na not do na nado danko akufado na naban what to tosre Ghana for there when you the one pomodi no one diga na ediban o sane de ahokyere aba yare baba Inti yentumi yendi Ghana di bandodoa. And what's about because international trade, why then? Why there's a blockage? To the extent that ship or the nyamade bomani munu omba because I'm on China na India na United States and America na why you locked down to the extent that over 1 million people of the Americans died. Ghana have over thousands of people we. Ma ye pedru pone ye da wo ye hu na ye tumi ye so send dem me yare bana. The health minister also at a point he was confused. To be frank, you know, put it right. Ramaphosa, the South African president, also said COVID and bar in Kono onim there. So ban there ye pedru ne da me herefo no da wono ye vaccines no nim da or they work on work up South Africa, the largest economy of Africa. Say president say no nim there say ahunchi bi botu ma abadam ma odo no president no upper G7 mpanyinfo po woncho ansan na wa so what they drew ni bi wodamon o send awon so na wono nkofo no wu odo wo dey drew wodamon to the saying that Ghana young health minister at a point odo ko to drew at an exorbitant price no odo wodo wo hen na ye ho toye no e dem Ghana fo no wu President Mohamed to me jina Ghana fu ye nanim o ka kire ye nde demand ni nyina no onfa ho dama ho kire na wa ba ni nyina no onfa ho no o yakufu ado na ban no wa ma Ghana wa ye din the whole world Russia they control 30% of the fuel crude oil market in the world. Crude market, no, Russia will control 30%. Russia and Ukraine, nearly if you COVID in man, Russia and Ukraine could start it. Russia and Ukraine couldn't start it. No, America and in a NATO, not Atlantic Treaty organizations, will boom and what the sanctions to Russia want to do. There was a blockade of 30% of the world crude sales in the world. What's the one time into Russia won't keep because what the sanctions have to one do or more fuel prices will increase from almost $69 per barrel to $130 per barrel, more than 100%. Abu asamo to na nado dan kwa kufa do na ban ni nyina na chi no President Mohamed there bomba moto Accra enfi Russia na Ukraine na moto Accra bomb enfi eyi wa moto Kumasi wa moto Takoradi na aba sebio aba nkwase asam na nado dan kwa kufa do na na ban wo podo wo ka kire Ghana fo asama President Mohamed Kane
anyway
ni energy minister nde ni communication minister nde ni gold board executive secretary nde ni foreign minister nde they all made nonsense of the health epidemic osi we wiase. They made nonsense of the world trade imbalances are also where Ukraine and Russia. To be frank, Russia and Ukraine will control Ghana. Yen iron rod or what the Ghana hano iron rod market or Ghana. Russia and Ukraine will control 35%. 35%. Abu Russia and Ukraine fertilizer yedu dua nyama wa Ghana. Russia and Ukraine will control almost 40%. Na trade onam trade imbalances intino freight ship for container fertilizer container no adaba wotum from 3,500 euros to 12,000, almost 400% increment. Omanyama no buye den wa ha fuel prices or escalate na nado down kwa kufado na naban. To be frank, Dr. Mahmoud Baomi also at a point they were confused. And they have to sit down and come out with a new ideas. How about one more man barrel cover? Oh no for gold for oil bay or for gold purchase program on the bay. They were compelled to go to IMF. Or today, Busia, no watch, no, Ukuni Juma, no all of a sudden, Juma Negu, another Yamaba Mejuma non Kodo, or don't to Mokoba Busa, no this Shen, Nimbusian Kakra, no other recover, not to Yama for on Nanado Danko Akufado, Dr. Mamun by him, Baumia, NDC, including the certain president now. What's there? Akufado, Opodo Riaga Sika. Asama President Mahama catch Akufado were tyrants. The energy minister also the exorbitant fuel prices in Akufado or Drebano. Akufado is a wicked man. These were the words they used. Today, President Mahama has the moral right to look at the faces of civil society organizations and the Ghanaian public. No catch there because of America, Israel, Iran war. Inti wama economic gains and yelinya no wama nyama na sesa into fuel prices sesa. Come on. Go and tell this to the Marines. Marines, look at the huge youth unemployment in the country. Abana as the economic indices in way improve. Dama abano dama abano otuma abobo 17 billion cedis locally no do chia. Public workers, according to the finance minister. Tell me, COVID the bay, Akufado. Teachers, some public sector workers, no one go you more. Akufado paid them. He paid. Wanko Babusiu. He paid them through the taxes on man ojichi. In the West economy, other economy no ya papa, and now economy and nyansa some wom. And what about 17 billion? What do you talk public sector workers? Why? The question is, say to me about 17 billion, and you talk public sector workers, not the bottom about Busia, a 2 day to Kuku farmers. A bottom nurses and teachers, why you do 14 months and 2 months on a cow. Apart from 17 billion, what about Busia do to your public sector workers? Nurse of our phone 2024, teacher for 2024, up to today, want to one call a bit there, Ukraine, Israel, in a and apparently, what are you talking about? Maybe some staff say, is everything okay with the president? Everything is okay. I mean, like the president, sure? The entirety of the NDC government is a deceitful government. Abu, they are deceitful. Any papa and Ukraine, they are able to look, Charlie. Since December 7th, Dr. Akufado handed over President Mahama up to today. Tell me, Abu, about one single policy in that they've been successfully implemented in this country. Tell me, one single policy, and that employment policy, one. None. The simple one for soldier police look at the problem, obey. Look at the problem, Obey. And you know, Mwambo, they came to steal. They came to steal. They came to steal. Lie to the Ghanaian people and destroy. That is what this government is all about. If you ever catch them there, Israel, Ukraine, in America, on a fuel price, uncle. Agreement to work sign with Pakistan. What to do? I'm watching. What bomb oil tanker? This done. Oil tanker. Oil get a Peruvian flag. What blast? What bomb add to? Oil prices is going to escalate again. Over 150 ships have been sunk at the Strait of Hormuz. The world fuel price, crude prices will go high. Or go higher. The government of President Mahama, they have no option to increase the price. That is how the world is. About Sisi answer minimum last week Thursday. Na yesterday President Adare today the finance minister and the energy minister want to one share na won't reduce some of the levies and taxes.
Yeah, so even tax analysts be crying about to just say government must reinstate e-levy betting tax to raise 18 billion Ghana cedi to augment cash inflows.
Now abu ewaha usika abu another radio station. Moko program ho catch one there. It is only a lazy government, a reckless government. In now abolish e-levy and betting tax. It is only a lazy government because Abu, tell me, in your wildest dream, Aban. Why a platform obia to me transfer sika other man need the elukotu obenu school fees one fantepem and now elukotu obenu school fees one legon and now any other educational institution and now even paying your taxes. Abundance may create a platform. Madamo man for car nkwa GRA na nkotu our tax. Man for car nkwa NCA na nkotu our tax. May create a platform amo. Tia na etue bi amount bi ebotue bia no mereje 1%. GRA for won ho no wetum wenye de misika no na wa aboa na de developer mana awo aban
out of politics.
If you are not reckless, then what kind of reckless is this? Tell me, aban be what's the you there the football and sports betting it is increasing. I want our finance minister to do. I want to call parliament why you betting tax. Us there, abanu podo betting tax not too because one member no what you betting do. On them do be the president by force into or to me jina pado no catch the Ghana for there. Oh, much betting tax in him. Oh, send there. Also the boys so once kakra when you true betting tax no aban podo jifu onsem. Onye da abu etra bet ebia yemfa da samonka etra bet 100 cedis. India abanon ji wusike biara. Also the ebia 80,000 Ghana. Ebia 2,000 Ghana. Aban is ready 10%. It's a tax on your winning. Too many politicians we be just the no. Muchum. They were able to tell Ghanaians that they will manage this economy without introducing a new tax. Abu, how many taxes now when we introduce and now we increase? They did all this today. I didn't know 360 degrees a view, and the reality is now dawned on them. The major reason why Aban onto me to a nurse for in a teacher for cow, Aban onto me implementing Ankasano policies, or because of deceitful politics. Politics are unfam puntu unfamba. Tell me, Aban or promise Ghana for there through the government communication minister. I say every district be a wobesi or your chip compound too. You were almost 260 chip compound districts, and multiplied by 2, it's almost about 520. 2025 based in there 1.1 Abedintra. Sikana Aban or the Seneca district nina was someone recalling in our back. Because they just they just want to achieve a single digit inflation without any hard work. As for 2025 budget, Aban Otresika ma all the agencies now Otresika MMDC is a ministries, department and agencies Otresika come on. After 2025 finance minister could read the budget an average of 30% per was spending. Echo office of the government machinery, they release almost about 80% of the money. In Ghana, the only officer Aban when he's come on power or your president in the office. All the other agencies, nothing. Uniska. Why? Aban when 50 million Ghana cedis was to establish Women's Bank. Or Women's Bank no way. Women's Bank no owo 50 million na dey establish Women's Bank no into me release. As a level from Babun 1 million as coders. Through Ministry of Communication. This we release ayin. What's all for nipa 1 million? What's 1 million? Wait try enim ska won ka wait try 100 million Ghana cedis. With the betrain 1 million people abu nipa calculate the 100 million about to they train nipa 1 million. How much is the government spending on each person? Listen, the entirety of this government on your lies. Government will read the budget. Finance minister will to me read the budget. No okay there. Your war Ministry of Railways. Abra abana get away to. It's a babun. Na wa Ghana ha. Na this show wutri me there. Dama abani. Wala ba be your baby stronko. Ma awu enye djuma ya sinuhu. Onya de benye de medjuma no ma ayo. So one can say amfa wa brabo amfa ntu nsem. Na mbompe na anya dwumaden manyankopon no so ambo wa manya wa adwene da aban will be create some extraordinary job opportunities for you.
But I say
that is the reality.
Emmanuel Kobna Tokonu constituency secretary Ermade Shomo Takoradi ha ena no pay yene na ba ha ye bonkomo ofia ha wo chechensem kakrade maye no from teacher constitution we am so what direction is JDM and his NDC government taking Ghana to? Nothing is working in Ghana. And all opinion leaders are who criticize Nana Akufo-Addo can't talk now. What legacy is JDM leaving in future leaders to remember him? But when he leave the office, in fact, all those who voted for NDC in 2024 should pray to God and ask for forgiveness because they have sinned against the country. May I say, I will urge Ghanaians not to take President Mahama and NDC serious because there have been inconsistency from what they promised in opposition. Where is the automatic posting of nurses and teachers? Where is the 24-hour economy clock? The government have absolutely nothing to offer Ghanaians. Ghana needs a visionary leader like Dr. Bawumia. In this era of globalization and technology to create jobs opportunities for the youth. Sule Midase. Wase, the current NDC administration led by Mahama, it seems to operate a blatant hypocrisy and double standards. Does not it intriguing the issues concerning the LGBTQ plus community, once considered a priority for Ghanaians, now seem to be treated with varying narratives. There are allegations that certain pastors are allegedly paid to support the administration, regardless of its flaws. Looking at NDC's campaign promises of galamsey, LGBTQ plus, cocoa prices, and fuel prices, the reality today steadily contracts their rhetoric. What does the future hold? The MPP's return in part 2024 seems increasingly likely. Regards to Honorable Samuel Osesa Akodie, Eastern Regional Youth Organizer hopeful, Sami Buache Asamankese. Digital Secretary Sulemame, Masrock boss, former Masrock boss, Sadnam Tamakulu Atuomu, ne extradition approval no abetodwa. Na ibusa say go President Mahama allow the law to take its course as a busa yebusa. US court as a bamani yemfa ne mra. Na ne tem. Amanfo so bi na akọ scheme niema. Ye ne mra. Niema ya sa, niem pardon no. Na ne nyenye janam kroma na, niem sama appointment.
Oh abu. Ame de bi ameka de. Omanimu. There's only one institution in this country. No bo obi there sebio eyewi eye kronfo ekunipa, and that is a court of competent jurisdiction. Ma metamaklu ana sedinam tamaklu atianu ya wal kana semi oyo bia na apanda da onu wonye no ko oye asem dibia no wodi na asem no osra kwan no kwa America no wan bebium na ho na oka no ho a woni wondi asem wodi asem ni nyina no bonu kumfo no woman 10 years imprisonment until now the abandoned on what started the extradition process no to more than Bagana was starting. And one thing that is clear in America is that the rule of law will definitely work. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Obey Juma. And one thing about extradition, especially for political opponents, and sign a court no wabeja to no no chede wait say obi anasam fully no way who there. You are not doing that because of politics, because we are seeing politics inti I no be wa atano keke inti court no it has taken almost about 3 years and sign the extradition waja to wo court wo America inti yelehwe aban no benya kukudru no de na aba no wa besen wako prison no wako say but dem ma catch no dem abani onye awona no waka madam Sedinam ho a wo jail 5 years no was spending 2 years me no can say 1,500,000 bail Ghana city bail mo wo fie nti wa man ko so wore kade sebio dia what the madam Tamaklo what the number
the same thing
anya mowa because abani bay when nya busume bien when nya busume baasa all their men former appointees are no stand a trial awon nyina wa could transfer
acquitted and discharged
no na betinifi including the governor of the Bank of Ghana
and finance minister
and the finance minister no the day it was during them a court of appeal where we were acquitted into one no didn't count other ones including the Konadu for na Collins Dauda
Samuel
Ofusuampa ninna na dem nsam ni nyina no wa travel and work advanced stage or within a short time no obotum why the way pronounce judgment but they be amaka abu Ghana the educated people will always find a way to acquit themselves from the clutches of democracy and from the clutches of the court. Omanimu sika money you see what the year banking sector cleanup over 23 billion Ghana cedis. Ibinum waji tum wa court the ampa wa mismanage one bank magana for abandon sika over 5 billion equal the one chen when you want in the court in the Attorney General Minister for Justice to me catch and there ya only the monk of na negotiate ma 60-40 one ma ban 60 na Ghana ono dem ni pakono wa for 40 abu abati no chere the ma bani obotum wa fight corruption Obia nala waja to me there or money sika through the banking sector 5 billion ebe di nchen. Well prosecuting ni pakusu we Japade na nyama na ade wa ho. O say waka other obotuma ya nde yentwa asam no do court. Na mama aban 60% no wa for 40%. Abu we are the president or to do wasana madam ni pakro appointments do can advisors ho ne abada the fiscal council say abada economic advisors no okan abu messi dem on money nyina your beautiful country with the good resources no abu ya nhwe ni ye be di en ho abro na me de bia maka sa samon to wo court ebeka obi na asam ya yo odru odo ebomu na efi na efre meke na nsemu the OSP we invited Paul Adumochiri of Good Evening Ghana fame na okwe na podo detaining overnight na yinade who private legal Martin Pebu alternative 3 no yin day because embran so no muda Inti mbra so Ghana ni no musa asam no wale kan so nya no kwar so nya no kwar mpo no. Nenyu age ole kan. We nya busum esi o. In the same OSP, odem bra so Martin Kpebu no mu. Ode no kwar no ole kemu frɛ Ghana fo. The Ghana fo almost won. Na kwana yi OSP den le fado no onye. No worry friend there. Awu abra na OSP liye the same thing itia Paul Adumo chire no na celebrate. Most water. Ntabu ame Madam Sedinam Tamaklu. Sa abane de ne babo, sa abane de ne mbo. Or ya abane responsibility. Decision will be taken, we will either critique it or not so the babo abana abado. But I will not celebrate because a man wa incarcerate obi don't go prison because that is not my nature. Okay, because echina obotuma to ma wantuma obotuma to me buseni obotuma to obiara me feel there nka aba oman wonye ne fa kwan bi do anko be yi ntame de oman na mbra no chechero wa chechero na mesre MPP yensusun celebrate nkofo one downfall abu anya de papa o anya de papa yensusun because echina no otuo na echi banana ebe mama excuse because omana ye chichire no am de bia maka we are first and foremost citizens and sani abeye political operatives it I mean so obi we NDC no wo jailing offer kwan bono no wo jailing I mean celebrate obi we MPP no offer kwan bono do no wo de no court no wo jailing I mean celebrate because onya de papa it is not the wish of it should not be the wish of any citizen the Ghana ni bi obedi ban no one na fa mbrakwando no we jailing
it as papa
oya da oya reho so damana wa akoban okay be kana kan
sir Obama Kwauta for the NDC has neglected the developmental areas that did not vote for them, especially Ashanti region. If not that, they won't allocate just 150 laptops to the whole region in their 1 million coders program. Meanwhile, some regions with a smaller population are given 700 and above. In all, we have a regional minister who is unpurported about this and was set on social media to fight with people. Change is a must in 2028 to redeem these problems. Nyami admo story in me room kaka. Unzo mu coders no much say. Asante region 3% on their mind. Na regional minister nso ni amanfo ko region gidigidi. We ya na no so beche wa police force ya mefa. Any idea? So tomorrow we'll delve into that story. Na ye wura mu nso kakra e de amanfo. Well, yama lines so na information check kakra 0248071174 0248071174. Na you see me Tokonu. You see the way people you have been loved by people, you have no idea. I'm telling you. Somebody me tell some the way people call me no. In fact, too much. Just say I'm on for wasema to the sense almost me background I'm from Kumasi. The baby 3 days been betna want to be TV one and a casa. Yes, we knew Sikani now. I'm from Kumasi.
That's it.
I'm from Kumasi. In fact, you're doing wonderful work. I'm Kamuti and Tino Jamaican. You must be Canana American. And you must say, I'm Mama Supamo Yadi. I'm very especially in this region. Papa.
I'm very humble. And one principle I make is in politics or in leadership.
Yeah.
You should have a very big heart and a big stomach.
Yeah.
To swallow a lot of ugly noises.
Yeah.
Then any opportunity, then you can explain things to them.
Yeah.
Okay, one person I mean who followed the path in my political journey was Barack Obama and Tony Blair of the British Prime Minister for 10 years. Obama, I brought by a president.
Okay. I'm for Kakra. Good morning.
Good morning.
Abani within baby afrefi.
I'm doing the iconic microsia because that's the only code is in that broken to be precise.
Abani mamintio.
Boss, and about the Kuchati. Yeah, I'm
so sad. So sad.
This is where you guy him over there. I'm telling you the football me I can see you there. Tell us my life so now boss.
Yeah, they ain't coming as that time. I said, baby,
Oh, yes.
Is it a slow phone now? And I'm saying, come back to Bow.
Minority for the Bible. I'm a share and I will feel a credit. Did it cocoa to cocoa? Look at it. I saw a I didn't say I am a Basintale. Oh, good, you're going to say, $1 billion. $1 billion. I'm going to go to the cocoa for County. Cocoa for the something that was $110 million. I'm going to go to a job. Now, one will be up your phone. I won't give them up the phone. I won't give them one, sir. I'm minding what I'm going to I'm not going to say.
But I say, maybe I'm sir. Good morning. John Laura. John, we enter Laura for.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
Yaman Adam.
Young Adam and then doctor discharging the same. You know, na ye danyame ase abu me bomb fire say me ya na upcoming election where about me for electoral area communication officer for the party abu nini no o studio hono ya na kasa me guide eduane dinam ni o kasa na mame onim kasaro some justice say complete me say MBC no understand wrong say that me idea be President Akufo of Dubai within 8 months free education can be across the nation obi am morning
yes so yeah that's a good morning
Nana Abu.
Nana Mamincho.
Abu Dedica in Botoko to Mamma Basu. Abu Amicacho say, Yamia, Namaso Banya, Eba Kiniki, Dr. Bahum, Babia. Nisaka, Onkai Papa, no good Mama Western with the Takoradi. On my assignment, now you see, Ignorance. I could see every also the original chairman. He doesn't even check a same one appeal. Both the attention and onion on only at the neighbor. Then Abu Edeba, Media Mikase. Near me, I didn't know to buy a Chayamino of entity and in a neck of bank. Well, when you are Mama, I didn't go for more. Mama, what got your gun up was you came in Russia and you need catching the other. In the years of bomb, the other banana. Now, even US of one, a Pagana. One would be about Mama, one would be about when you go to them, I'll catch them in a bottle. Put it at it. Put your own and then put it cut 390 million. Put the quarter pipe, put the American budget. Cada eleição de 15 Ghana City. O dia onde pode Ghana City. Ao mais muito. A maior é assim. Ele não me quer pegar você. Abaixo é gol função. Na eu sou bandeira de o clube Maia. Você não toma isso.
Mira say Nana good morning.
Good morning. Tabu.
Fatah orientio.
Mtawa haya bianyamisha pa kwenye tunabeja habibi MP di masomo kukune ayana wa takit ewa masun kwanta incoming communication director masun kwanta ko mun so abama mi jami papa loena na obir bo hen yawra chamar ba ko pe
yeah
ni patu wa obet ma tapar le ne mo tin kano nyamisha pa chamar wontume atama wodi afi yanim no Mr. Abu, kana nyama epe no ejende ba papa yawra dramani mama emredio kese Russia ni Ukraine epe ya hobai anate Ghana ya Russia se Ghana ya na eparade na Russia ni Ukraine mo kunta kwa na eba affect Ghana ni ngeta akatana weje osi ero de ebe no affect ye na kete yawra John Dramani mama e kire Ghana fuwa pe campaign message na odi ba no ni na ba ko kura ko ba pe ndisu ko de sina mi kare te oba ka yawra Dr. Mahmoud Bowele yawra tan kwa ku pa de mbrana ye kam kete sisi ke savetro muti aba mo mo di free education na omo pa 8 months na di free aba yawra John Dramani mati akoko kiti ewa he Women's Bank
akoko kiti ewa he Women's Bank ewa he me da say Fatah good morning
Morning.
Would you need baby of Febby?
I'm a self-fit.
Tatima Yenti Obama.
I told him a course number.
Yenti away.
I don't say. We are called by any Sapa with the I'm going to get that he come and say, you to know who is 3 years. Percent I will be so we don't want police to get on many police to get on by way of what you to know. And you know, my family to buy a sofa that for 9 buy out, but I'm going to not anymore.
Yeah, that's the next time. No one lower with TV volume. Now, my wife. Good morning.
Good morning.
Would you be afraid?
5 p.m. because I can't
open it you.
Abu Richard
okay.
Yeah, that Yama uncle and I said the quite is a be quite every the quite that's an old bad bench in which is a team. Yeah, another time not here. You can get the
what is it? Pure and Omania the back on one city. No,
I think I could hear the dispute about one. But the 15 cities, that is 15 cities, another time, not bad, 7 cities, but 15 cities. And only anything trial, Obama, Basso, a year, last show,
good morning, last caller.
Good morning.
Open it with you, baby, of Freefy.
It's Freefy, I found Mamma Crow, Mensa Body.
Mensa, Mamma Crobo, Mamma Tio.
Yeah, every month in St. Paul, we say, say, NPP from Uma Yanis in Yeti, share NDC at 2:30, and the Mutlaki had Kuyai, yet I had to say, as before, and wire. Kuku, and Ben Fry say, and everybody, and a bon. I did my penny. I know as you say, so much NDC for certain when we NPP for my Sergeant and wire patching.
Okay.
Mama, yes, you see a truck. May I get a pattern I also for you.
And before you see a truck town.
I see you.
Is it best to say I critical? Yes, Monsieur a trade in Kahun. I mean, Thierry.
Abu, that's it. The twins are from. And I mean that I want to win your queen and offer a free batanido. And Macade MPP. I mean, Adokra or the Enyahu Brasse. Yeah, they no car or the any mana, bro. We have to be very honest to the Ghanaian people. Now, yeah, the alternative policies and programs. Yeah, the Baba. Miji did the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 2024 manifesto. No, it embodies a lot of policies and the next phase. In the midst of NDC, one abanofan wolubuno, one cause says some of the foundations are Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, former president, and a former vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, will lay obobwa ma omano obotumpon. One cause say no, send this. So I am not doing a Ghana photo about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Most of no policies in now will be anchored on the foundation. Today, your gold reserve program, the bay, and you see 8.7 tons of gold at the Bank of Ghana. You to me to call almost 31 tons. Now a bunny will bay, no what ton bay 19 tons with this because your policy no bob one or a currency near to me then yabwa mambabun when you to my intimate. Regime MPP yenye dwumaden
okay
ye fa ho brase ye fa nkechrechere ye na asem ye fa magana fo osane the enda manyu kase teacher fo nurse fo cocoa farmers awonyina why extremely disappointed asofo imams and traditionalists awoje president Mohammed the oba obotumo resolve the issue of LGBTQI plus no why disappointed many will say guta Ghana Trade Union EIFO awon na wo strike oye freight forwarders ana nkofo bebe wo from one oye clearing agent wo strike because aban osi e-levy nya de papa no the man ban akofa artificial intelligence what they calculate duty or port abu omana awo edge tax was a transfer sika in aban waje 1% no the man aban no implementing what's aban nye into assassin sisi adama aban no wodi wa akofa AI in what they calculate duty or port man kofo won duty why escalate abana us there teach a Ghana for obotum etuo won ba won school fees wo secondary school the man ban to me nyakukuduru oyi 300 million Ghana cedis 2 years conservative 2 years into abana 600 million Ghana cedis or the quarter about a sanitary pad
asem me kaya na me ra huntu de emphasis
the Ghanaian people
your problem
the Ghanaian people should come to them understanding there the man abani wan bedo obobo no abana ni chief of staff ejuma o man da shanin sana wotu an ka woto fu walguni kalim wa man allowance model to kon no waye bibia no the deputy chief of staff no oso anopa on the ministries departments and agencies
per contract
not per contract
but I say
abana otnada onu molisha inde ehim for the gold resource war the wa wo fi the wa yi ni yenyi ni enfa man brother no mine dam aban na sisi Ghana for yekoto aba man it's amede abu it is clear that this government does not meant well for the totality of this country.
Yeah.
They only came to line their pockets with the resource of this country.
Okay.
See, the youth of this country, by 2018 this time, now Kufuor and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia why implement policy, why employ Ghana youth where we universities and not tertiary institution. Now why employ 100,000 of them?
And kwase de si bu amanfo pa kromia sa 700 bi no mo jeje no.
Yes,
say de si amanfo pressure kromia. Yes, afa mu bi.
Yes, wo fa binum wasan by 2021 na numu 100,000 numu 48,000 of them have been employed through the one district one factory. It's Abu, I mean I'm very clear. There by 2027 the Ghanaian people will come to their appreciation, the look. This is a scam government.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Kwabena Tokono. Is the Conscience Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Our regime. Now, what's over Bahana? Maybe I conscience you say, me for position you to go. As I do Central. Fala,
very important.
Fala.
What road in India?
Bibia amatia me dis now. Me da sa and this bibia so amatia. Me too patriotic.
Why are there?
I me dis there. Eh.
Udi o tu abosom say. Can this ana 5 cedi.
Me tia. Na me tia.
Why are there?
Say 10 there.
Why are there?
You o ba constituency gola.
Ba constituency.
Okay.
So say to nyoma yie ya foundation.
Secretary wa na. Me ka so ko chairman.
Ko chairman.
Sa. Nti chairman yesterday maintain. That's it. My baby's birthday, and I'm in service on call. Yaron Bacho for my way to Sumamina. Merry Sino birthday. Way free. Kevin. Young politician was Kumasi Prah. We say Christiana Sewa and her birthday. Who's a April born for a special job? Took on Habaya Dashi. And anyway, happy birthday, Christiana Sewa. Is the April for no I don't say how. Happy birthday, Christiana Sewa. And they were when you miss out, Papa. When you are Kumasi when you flat Dumu. Wakuma swadu enso nya fair. Way free. Kevin was a young politician. So we so happy birthday. Mo amudima woda nyina no. Onyame nshamo na onyemu yie na enya fair. Anapa ma menchia engineer Kwabena Etubu ahen. The case is say Etuko no very interesting. Very interesting of course. Anapa ma menchia engineer Etubu ahen. A special good morning to you. Onyame nsha papa. na nyame yadom na 25th March na the case no mo course kodi ye na cross examination ye no so interesting you gidi say positive news no be free ma ba na be bia fine and the mo mutie across the country. A special good morning to you. Better my banana na crowd we pray me day. What am I here center abran say wa many upon Samuel Tinko. Kwabra yaro we scanning from Pomanson. Era masipi. Yami yadumu a. Ibe shebi na boto afa. Na we share news to me kase bobeba. And then Monday. Na about 3 p.m. na we share scanning from Pomanson. About 5:30 na we share Obapa aroma na wode wuntumi mu nsam ade asomo na menka mo ho yeti ase a ebe share be good morning I'm out bye bye.